Good evening and welcome to West Shore Stadium here on the campus of Cedar Cliff High School in Camp Hill, Pennsylvania, where it's Halloween night and two teams are ready to serve up all kinds of tricks and treats tonight here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27, brought to you this evening by the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. I'm Gary Sutton. Alongside of me is Jerome Presley. And Jerome, we've got two teams here tonight that have great seasons. They're already guaranteed spots for the playoffs in the districts. But right now, this is a big pride game tonight, a backyard game. Both teams come in 7-2. The Cedar Cliff Colts in here. They're actually on the campus tonight, but they're the visiting team. And Redland, who's the next-door neighbor, is actually the home team. They're also 7-2. 3A and 4A going against each other tonight. But when you start with Cedar Cliff, you start with a guy named Grant Brenneman, who's an outstanding quarterback. You've seen him play. You've been impressed.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I'm extremely impressed with his accuracy. He's a sophomore quarterback. He's on a small stature of size. But I'll tell you what, he has a cannon for an arm, very accurate, very precise. And I'll tell you, he goes toe-to-toe with some of the best quarterbacks in the area easily. And he's showing people right now that as a sophomore, he can get it done.
Number 18 is his number. You'll be watching that throughout the night. And, of course, a great running game keyed by one Mr. Demi. We'll be talking about number 2 this evening as well. And speaking of the running game, we've got an 18 on the other side with the Redland Patriots. His name is Philip Overton, and he's a guy that makes it go over 1,200 yards this season.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Phil Overton gets it done. And when you want to establish the tempo, you want to take control of a game, you need a good running back to do that, and Overton is able to do that. They can give the ball to him 20, 25 times a game. He'll churn out yards, he'll get in the end zone, and he'll stabilize that running attack. So when you're going against a high-powered passing offense, there's nothing better than to slow it down with a high-powered running attack with Phil Overton.
What do you see as the key to the games here tonight?
Well, I tell you, the key to the game for Cedar Cliff is they want to get the ball out. They want to make sure that they move the ball down the field using their quarterback play. Their quarterback has done very well. They have a running game. They want to also use balance. It's going to be important for them to be balanced in their attack. But defensively, they must stop the run, and they may need to load the box to do that.
And on the other side, Redland.
Redland, you have to get at the quarterback. Maybe come up with some exotic blitzes to get it into the sophomore's face and try to get him off his rhythm, because the more in rhythm that he is, the harder he is to stop.
Both teams want to knock at the door tonight and get a few treats in this one. We're going to bring it all to you right here on High School Sports Live TV, only on ABC 27. Redland and Cedar Cliff up next.
Hey guys, just in time.
When Julie wanted to provide some stability for her 2 boys, she reached out to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for her home loan. We're proud we could help Julie and her family. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help homeownership dreams come true.
Chrysler, Jeep, Nissan, Pre-Owned. The Brenner family of dealerships is proud to support High School Sports Live. And we've been serving Central PA for over 93 years. We have everything that you're looking for. Great customer service, great pricing and selection, an excellent service department for the life of your vehicle. All at the Brenner family of dealerships on the Carlisle Pike in Mechanicsburg and on Paxton Street, Harrisburg. 24/7 at BrennerFamily.com. Serving Central PA for over 93 years.
Advanced Hoops Spring AAU season was historical, as teams at every level won championship after championship. Team PA boys and girls won at the national level, beating some of the best teams in the country.
This fall, on November 1st, players from all over the region will be trying out for our 2015 spring teams. Register for tryouts now at advancedhoops.com.
Welcome back to West Shore Stadium, where it is the backyard brawl tonight. It's Cedar Cliff to your left, wearing white, blue, and gold tonight. Going up against Redland to your right. Red, white, and blue, and Cedar Cliff kicking off to start it all. And a short kick bouncing down the left side. We said there might be some trick-or-treats here tonight. And Jerome Presley, our color man, right out of the gate, we see a little bouncing ball heading on down there, but out of bounds, so it'll be a penalty. Redland gets pretty good field position coming out of the gate.
Yeah, they definitely feel good field position. And now, they want to establish some tone here. They want to see if they can get the ball. And you talked about the rivalry that this is. And I think some around Central Pennsylvania aren't aware of how powerful of a rivalry this is. Share the same school district, West Shore School District, and they share the same field. And like you said in the pregame, Cedar Cliff is used to being on this side, now are the visitors on their own field. And I think it goes back and forth when Redland's in that situation maybe next year or the year after.
Well, Redland's going to set up with their own 35 to start. Full house backfield, 2 receivers near side, 1 far side. put a man in motion. That's going to be Overton. Overton dropping it. It's going to be an incomplete pass. There's a forward pass there. So incomplete pass on the opener. At quarterback, you got Garrett Scott wearing number 11. And Scott, a senior this year, heady quarterback, doesn't throw a lot, but averages 11.6 yards a play. So a guy that's pretty efficient back there.
Yeah, he's definitely efficient, and I don't mind the play call. I think one of the things you want to do, Cedar Cliff is probably thinking run, so why not try to do a swing pass quickly to the running back, but he drops the ball. So they definitely want to restart.
So again, 3 in the backfield. 2 receivers near side, 1 far side. Scott puts Overton in motion again. This time Overton comes back. Handoff inside. It'll be a bang up the middle for maybe a couple of yards.
And then we see Demi makes the stop. And we talked about Demi being a good running back. He is a very accomplished linebacker. And he does very well filling in those holes on the defensive side of the ball and commanding that defense.
There you saw Scott went up the middle himself there. He's got 576 yards for the season. Averages 5.5 yards every time he touches the football. So nice when you have a quarterback that can sneak in there and add that third running back kind of look. Third down now. Call it 8. Inside handoff on a jet sweep. And not much there as Cedar Cliff all over it.
And number 8, Ryan Chopert, I really like how he closed that door down on the outside, kept his outside contained, forced all the running back inside where his help is. Good
Here's
play
the inside
defense.
sweep to Justin Johnson. You can see he gets snowed under there literally by all the white, blue, and gold. And so kicking it away will be Redland. 3 and out. If you're Cedar Cliff, that's exactly what the doctor ordered. Good, long, high, spiraling kick. And I mean, that's going to drive it all the way back into the end zone. It's going to come out the 20-yard line. Great punt. 61 yards. And so Redland is going to put him back in on the 20, but good job of kicking it out of there. And again, field position will start at the 20 for the Colts.
And Gary, you talked about it defensively for the Colts and what they were able to do. 3 and out is always important, especially on a big game like this with a rivalry type of atmosphere. So good defensive effort for the Cedar Cliff Colts.
Here you see for the Colts, Colin Gillen, the head coach. And, of course, we saw Chad Weaver a moment ago, the head coach for Redland. So Cedar Cliff, we get a chance to see Brenneman. He's going to hand off right away. And the ball goes inside. And that should be Jaden Demi. And Jaden Demi with his first carry. Jaden Demi, 202 carries for the season, 1,376 yards, and he averages 6.8 yards a carry. So that's a nice running back you have there. But you said he's kind of a good hard runner on the inside.
He definitely is. He's more, I mean, you think about him, you look at him, he looks much bigger than his stature is, and he runs hard.
So here's Brenneman. 2nd down, 6 yards to go. Again, straight ahead, nothing fancy out of the gate here. And again, it's going to be Demi doing the work.
And he's a good north-south runner. You see so many runners nowadays, they're trying to go east-west. They're dancing around in the hole. Demi's not like that. Demi goes north-south very quickly. And the best thing for Brenneman to have is a solid running attack. And you see the coaching staff for Cedar Cliff, they want to get that running game going. And once you get the running game going, it opens up the entire offense.
They got 3rd down now and 2 yards to go. Ball to the 28-yard line. And nothing doing as the Patriots rise up in mass. Led out there by number 32. And that was Derek Klein, the middle linebacker, just fired up. Look at Klein slipping through right here.
And that was just good penetration. And what you saw was the entire defensive front of Redland stood up those Cedar Cliff offensive linemen. You didn't see much movement, and there you go. You fill the hole and make the play.
So both defenses making a statement here to start out. So Cedar Cliff forced to punt the ball out of here. And a good long high spiral. Can be taken, fair catch, just about the 46-yard line by Overton. And so Redland sets up again. And on the exchange, they get a nice little bit of field position.
They definitely do. And you talked about defense. And we talked about this before the pregame, right around the pregame. Both of these teams, as good as they are, they've given up a lot of points. So for them to have 3 and outs on their first drive defensively, as the defensive coordinator, you have to be excited about that.
Yeah, you talk about the points, and for Cedar Cliff, 39.1 points a game. They're giving up 24.7 on the other side. For Redland, 30.2 points a game, giving up 16.6. So they score a lot, but they give up a lot too. Straight ahead on the dive, it's going to be Overton. Overton's going to pick up at least a couple here. We're going to call it Picked up 1, so where the ball is spotted, so it'll be second down. That 2 yards, it'll be second down and 8 yards to go. Just a good hard thrust forward. Philip Overton, talked about him, 176-yard rushes, 1,290 yards in the season, 7.3 yards per carry, and 18 touchdowns rushing.
And that's a lot of production.
Scott with a pitch back. Once again, it's Overton. Good block on this side, and Overton able to get through and scamper for a few more yards. Nice block there by Weston Brantner. Watch him. The tight end, Weston Brantner, number 73 out there, and big hole. You can't quite see him. Right there he is. And good hole opening up, and also leading on through there was that guy that came in big a few months ago, Derek Klein.
And you see again that both of these teams establishing their running game. That is very, very important for both teams.
So we 3rd down and 2. Here's again, and a fumble. Did Overton get back on top of it? The Colts are saying they've got it. Looks like Overton had a chance at it, and it's going to be the Colts. Cedar Cliff recovers it.
And that's the one area we didn't talk about much was how turnovers can play into this game. And for Cedar Cliff, that's exactly what they wanted to do. It shuts the drive down and they get the ball right back. And it just seemed like he just didn't get the ball cleanly coming in with the pitch.
Jordan Seitz, the linebacker, number 22, right on top of it here. See him diving under there, and he's right in the right place at the right time. So Sykes gets it, and quickly right back in the hands of the Colts it goes. They're at their own 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for Cedar Cliff. Scott looking to throw out to Demi and just overthrew him. Very close to being behind, but he threw it out in front clearly.
And he may have been throwing that away. I think the one thing that Brenneman, when on those swing passes, you don't want to take so much time and tip off the defense. So in this play, Brenneman kind of fades back. He looks and he takes some time and then he lofts it out there. And there was a defender right there waiting to make the play.
Here you see Jordan Demi, number 2, 202 yards, 202 rushes this year for 1,376 yards. How about this? 22 touchdowns on the ground. There's Smith looking over the middle, keeps it himself. He's going to dive forward for just a yard or so, but good pass defense back there by the Patriots.
And you know, Brenneman is trying to survey the field. The secondary does their job. It keeps the quarterback from scanning, and he has to tuck it and run, and he's not able to get much yards.
So he looked down the progressions. You can see everybody was covered really well, and a good look there from our Invicta camera crew. As Grant Brenneman sets up, can't find anybody, and says, I better get out of here and just get something. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd down and 10. Ball at the 46-yard line. Grant Brenneman sends everybody this time. He's going to take off again. Now he's looking. Has a man open on the sideline. He's got him. He hooks up there with John McGee. It looked like it'll be a 1st down.
And Brenneman brought himself some time. He fades back, buys some time, steps up, says, no, I'm going to come back, drifts a little bit to the left. That gives the receiver time to get open, and he delivers the ball, caught by McGee, and now we got a 1st down for Cedar Cliff.
McGee with his 8th catch for the season, and nice job of just hunting it out there by Brenneman. Stayed very calm and poised. Had a pretty good pocket there for a moment, but collapsed. And now you see just a mix-up there right along the line. Penalty going against Redland. Here you go. Take a look. You got encroachment. You can see right there, number 52 stepping across for Redland. So now you got a 1st down and 5. Lots of things you can do on this. That might have been a little early move there by Cedar Cliff. Scampering over there is Demi. He's got a 1st down and more. As Demi down inside the 30-yard line. Boy, he showed you something going through that time.
Yeah, he had a good burst. And again, north, you don't see a lot of wasted movement from side to side. He goes straight north-south, and that's what you want to do. You lay on those offensive linemen that are doing a great job, fullback, great block, and he shows you his strength and power into the 2nd level.
Also, Garrett Villar up there in the front, the offensive lineman, getting through there as well from the guard spot. So it'll be 1st down and 10. Brenneman with the handoff again. Demi going through. Demi diving down near the 20-yard line. So the name of the tune so far in this very short drive has been Mr. Demi. Hand it off and let him move forward.
Yeah, you just use your workhorse. Let him pound it away. And I think the more productive Demi is, the more productive Brenneman will be.
2nd down, 3 yards to go. Ball spotted at the 20-yard line right now. High line up across the front. Running type formation. Fakes it. Throws to the end zone. Does Brenneman. He's got a man down there open. And he's got him. Touchdown. Great pass into the end zone to Noah Malone, who's got 36 catches and now yet another one for a touchdown, number 7 on the season. And, man, you talk about faking it to Demi and setting everybody up.
That was just good play action. And Brennan, and we talked about how accurate he is. You saw him on the deep ball. And as a defensive back, number 21, Kyle Campbell, has to get his head around. But he wasn't able to, and there you get the catch by Malone for the touchdown.
Watch Malone read it with his eyes the whole way through.
All the way through.
So now the extra point is up and good. And 7-0. Cedar Cliff is on the board first. Here's that play action pass again as we go to break. It's 7-0. Cedar Cliff leads here on the High School Sports Live TV Game of the Week.
You already know your Giant bonus card is a great way to bag real savings on groceries. But it does so much more, like helping you pump up your fuel discount with Gas Extra Rewards. Just by using your Giant bonus card, you'll save 10 cents per gallon for every $100 you spend. So the more you buy, the more you save. Gas Extra Rewards, fueled by Giant.
Ruff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Ruff Tractor celebrates its 55th year in business, serving the total sales, rental parts, and service needs of its customers. Ruff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish, featuring the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Ruff also offers 24/7 job site support. Ruff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Welcome back to West Shore Stadium, where Cedar Cliff has just gone up 7-0 on a quick pass from Brenneman to Malone, and the Patriots will get it back here. They have the ball out near the 32-yard line. It'll be first down and 10. 6 plays, 54 yards, a minute 47. You talk about efficient. They used Debbie the whole way through until the last play there, and Jerome, beautiful pass, beautiful catch by Malone.
Yeah, it definitely was. And when you establish a running game, it sucks those linebackers up, and they're thinking run, 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 and then you're able to do play action. If you don't have a running game, you can't sell the play action. So in that situation, you have the play action. Cedar Cliff is able to go up top to strike.
Well, they isolated the one receiver out there. They had a tight formation, looked like a running formation, and the isolation really paid off. You got 2 receivers both near side, and there normally means a running back or the quarterback's going to run. And in this case, that's exactly what happens. Is Garrett Scott had the whole field opened up, and you see that formation a lot around the country. Now watch this. Nobody in the backfield, fake the jet sweep, and then dive through. Nice piece of running there by Garrett Scott.
And that's what you do. You have a spread look, and that opens up the field. The defense has to also spread with you. You put your athlete, you give many times in the spread look, the best athlete on the field, or one of your stronger athletes, is the quarterback, and he's able to take the ball upfield and get about 5 yards.
Same look again here. Got the spread, got the inside jet sweep. This time he hands it off, and it's going to be a first down, it looks like. As the ball handed off again to Justin Johnson on that jet sweep inside. 1st and 10, nice call that time instead of there's not the fake. Perfectly timed. Look at Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson's able to get north-south pretty quickly on that, and that's a typical play out of the sweep, is you have motion by a back coming across, give him the ball, and then let him pick his way up the field, and he gets a first down.
Ball up to the 44-yard line, where it's first down and 10 for the Patriots. Again, same formation. Will they put Johnson in motion again? This time he holds, and this time it's Scott again just running forward, spreading out the defense, and they're attacking at the middle.
And a well defensed on that play by Cedar Cliff, but again, give the quarterback opportunity, run the ball. You're not going to see this Redland team just chuck the ball around in the air. They're going to run the ball, try to establish the run, and let's think about how, if they can keep the game close, by the time you get to the 3rd, 4th quarter, those runs go from 3 yards to 7, 8, maybe even 15 to 20.
Really fun watching those blocks sustained there by Wes Brantner up front, number 73.
You like those big guys.
I like the sustaining of those runs. Here's Overton trying to find some running room, and does. Looked like he was going to be taken down. Instead gets over the 50-yard line into Cedar Cliff territory to about the 49.
And Waylon Cole makes the defensive play for Cedar Cliff, is able to make the tackle. And again, good penetration from the defense. And that's number 86, Nate Markley, comes up and really forces the back to bow a little bit backwards before he can get upfield. So good defensive effort.
The ball spotted back at the 50-yard line, where it's going to be 3rd down and 4 yards to go. Scott in shotgun. Scott fakes the inside, keeps it again. Dancing forward. not much there, as Cedar Cliff says once too often you're not going to get there. So let's see what Redland does. You kind of have to think that they're going to kick it out of there.
And I tell you, those defensive linemen, especially the D tackles in that front, are doing a very good job of keeping their gap integrity. And what that means is they're not over pursuing. They're getting their arms up. They're making sure that they're stoning those offensive linemen, not getting a lot of pushback, and they're able to make the play sideways.
So Redland will kick it out. Another great high punt here. Fair catch called, fair catch taken inside the 5-yard line, inside the 10 actually. 43-yard punt again. So punting has been the name of the game here so far. As we see the punt set back there by was it Nate Butler? So first down and 10 now for Cedar Cliff to get the ball at their own, I'm gonna call it the 6-yard line.
And I'll tell you, most of the time, if the punt is coming and is beyond the 10, you let that go and see if you can get it in the end zone. So now Cedar Cliff is pinned back.
Got to think Mr. Demi's going to get the call here on the opener. And instead, Brenneman fakes it out. Good play action. Gets it out here near side again. Again, it's going to be Malone. And again, big chunks of yardage all the way out near the 40-yard line. Beautiful fake by Brenneman. Went right out to Nathan Stahl, number 22, and Stahl is out there.
And I think Gary,
look at this fake.
I think Gary, what we think Redland was seeing was the same thing you were seeing possibly, was giving the ball to Demi. What did they do? They fake it to Demi, hit the back out of the backfield, get a nice completion, more like to the tight end. Great play design. I really like how that play was designed by number 22, Jordan Stiles, and he gets upfield, gets a lot of yardage.
That was Stiles, excuse me, I said Stahl, but Stiles with the catch. So it'll be first down and 10, ball out at the 39-yard line. Brenneman loses it. Redland's on it. Redland's got it, I think.
Yeah, they got on that, and again, another mishandled snap. Very similar to what you saw on the other end, and now Redland is able to get the ball back and shut down that drive.
Watch Brandon Seitz right here, diving in from his linebacker spot. Just a bad handoff, Demi. And right on top of it is Brandon Seitz with the recovery. So Redland with a big break here with 2:12 to go in the first quarter, and Cedar Cliff leads 7-0. Ball at the 35-yard line, first and 10 for the Patriots. Garrett Scott, 2 receivers far side, 1 near side, throw it out to the flat. Put your athlete out there. It's going to be Phil Overton, and Overton is going to get the ball. Nice little gain on that play. Ball spotted down near the 31-yard line. That'll make it second down and 6. So Redland with a big break here. We'll see what happens with it. 1:50 to go in the first quarter, clock running. So Garrett Scott back in shotgun. Sends a man in motion. That's Overton again. Pitches back to Justin Johnson. Justin Johnson met by a whole bunch of Colts that time. Let's head on down to Charlie Fortney right now. He's in the Giant student section, and I'll bet you on Halloween night there's a lot going on down there. Charlie, take it away.
Hey guys, I'm in the Redland student section. Tell Patriots a chance to win this game. They got a crowd behind them, Gary and Jerome. It's crazy over here.
It's a colorful scene down there in the Giant student section tonight, and Charlie Fortney all part of it. Garrett Scott fakes it to the outside, goes back over the middle. He's got a man complete.
And I'll tell you, that was a good way to survey the field for Scott. He fakes it one way, sees his receiver downfield in the second part of the progression, and makes a really good pass there. Brings up a 4th and 1, so it looks like the Patriots are going to go for it.
Hunter Briner on that catch, number 10. Briner, his 17th catch of the season. He's got 2 touchdowns this season, reception-wise. So let's see here if Scott just keeps it himself and tries to get forward again, or maybe we see a little trickery on this play. It is Halloween night after all, right?
Yes, indeed.
Here's the handoff, and banging forward, and it's going to be very, very close. I'm not sure he got there.
Well, I'll tell you what, number 73, Dylan Farrow, the defensive tackle, 278 pounds, stones the back in this play. Just good pursuit in that middle of the defense.
Look at Overton.
And you just see just good defensive effort there.
Man, he just stood him up. That was Overton, head on head, mano a mano, and it's going to go over on down. So Redland is stuffed right here, and Cedar Cliff gets it back.
And that's what you want from your defensive tackles. You don't want any push. He's able to stand up the offensive lineman and basically just like a rag doll, push him to the side and make the tackle. Good play.
Here are the Colts now. Grant Brenneman over center. Two receivers near side, handoff to Demi. Demi wide open in the middle of the field. Demi jumps out over the 40-yard line near the 42. It'll be first down very quickly. And Demi with a big burst of speed. Let's take a look here.
You see Demi gets north-south very quickly following that big offensive line, gets a chunky yardage in the run game.
The offensive line pulling the guards there, you can see it, and just opening up huge holes there for Demi that time. First down and 10, ball out at the 40-yard line, and we'll go to break. It's all High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27. Cedar Cliff leads Redland 7-0.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two, it's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
Today, we have some breaking news on the West Shore. Some spraining, twisting, popping news. It appears that Mechanicsburg is getting a state-of-the-art OSS orthopedic urgent care. This is what we know so far. OSS urgent care is much faster than the emergency room. All patients will be seen by orthopedic experts. Costs are typically less. And OSS is open 7 days a week. Remember, if you have a sprain, pop, or break to report, go right to the experts. OSS Orthopedic Urgent Care. 2 great locations, York and now Mechanicsburg. Now that's some good news.
And we had the quarter number 2. The handoff again is to Demi. As we switch sides of the field here, the Cedar Cliff Colts have the ball and the lead so far as Demi. Nothing much going that time as they were met by blue, white, and red. And the Big 33 Football Classic is a Super Bowl of high school football. There's never been a Super Bowl played without a Big 33 alumni, which is still amazing to me. The 58th annual Big 33 Football Classic is June 20th, 2015 at Hershey Park Stadium. Visit big33.org. Second down, 10 yards to go now at the 40 for the Colts. And oh my goodness, Brenneman just saw himself get pummeled. And that big guy, we've called his number already a couple times, that big Wes Brantner blowing right on through there, Jeremy.
Yeah, that was rough. I mean, he almost could have probably taken his hand off. I mean, in 1 minute it looked like he was looking at him come at him, and he just couldn't move.
It's almost like he froze there for a moment. He was handed off the inside. The play didn't develop, and all of a sudden he took a belt. So Brantner says, "Thank you very much." That was like raw meat for a lion, or a Brantner in this case. Third down now. 15 on the loss of 5. Brenneman looking again, looking for the screen play. It's a wide receiver screen, and man, it is going to be close to a first down. I think it might have come down just short of it. We'll see where the official marks the ball, but it's going to come up a little short.
And you talk about big play receivers. Malone is that. Malone gets north-south very quickly, catches the ball, well set up. You get behind those linemen, and I tell you what, this offensive line is very impressive. Villar, Hastings, McDermott, Farrow, Shiley, they all have very good size, and they move extremely well.
And that was Noah Malone again, the wily Noah Malone, 13 on that receiver screen. And a good job by Brenneman of selling it left and then coming back to the right and hitting him on that screen. Good blocking out there as well to set it up. So third down now. Make it 4th down and 1. Another big play here. Cedar Cliff. And Cedar Cliff gets exactly what they wanted. They wanted to get the encroachment. They got it. It's going to be a first down. You never have to run the play.
And it was possible that they weren't even looking to run a play. They may have been trying to draw Redland off the whole time, and what happened was they got exactly what they needed. They get the first down and keep the ball moving.
SMX has immediate warehouse positions available at our Carlisle, Lewisberry, and Middlesex locations. Come apply with SMX at apply.smjobs.com. Immediate positions available on both day and night shifts. Pay starts at up to $12.75 an hour. That's apply.smjobs.com. SMX is an equal opportunity employer. First down now for Cedar Cliff at the 49-yard line of Redland. And Brenneman in trouble again, being chased out of the pocket. Finds a man open near sideline. He's got Demi. Demi out of bounds. but not before he gets a first down, and Cedar Cliff on the move again.
And you get to see a little bit of that poise by the sophomore quarterback in Brenneman. He gets some immediate pressure. He sees it. He feels it. He rolls, does a little Tony Romo type spin, and he's able to find his receiver right downfield, delivers a strike, gets the first down.
Yeah, Steve Worley, number 7, was after him, but not able to get to him. And Brenneman has shown you some ability tonight to kind of slink away there when the pocket caves in on him. So first down and 10, ball at the 33-yard line for the Colts, and they are on the move again. Brenneman, handoff. Demi slams right over the middle, left side, and ball banged all the way down inside the 25-yard line, where it'll be another first down. Take a look at the blocking up front again here.
And you see the line just does a great job. Garrett Viller, 6'3", 262 pounds. He pulls on the play, and they're able to open up holes. And that's the one strength of this Cedar Cliff team is that offensive front. They have very good size and mobility.
Demi with 8 rushes for 50 yards so far. We get it from Travis Sparks here, our master statistician upstairs with us tonight. First down and 10, ball at the 22-yard line for the Colts. 2 receivers far side. 1 man in the backfield, that being Demi. And we got a timeout on the field. We'll take one as well. Charlie Fortney's Advanced Hoops continues to be the leader in training players for the next level, with AAU tryouts approaching tomorrow, actually, November 1st, all ready for spring AAU teams. That'll be 7 o'clock tomorrow night at the Advanced Hoops Center. Get your spot. Also, the Jerry Stokes 3-on-3 Memorial Tournament just happened last week on October 25th. Register your teams at advancedhoops.com. And Boyer & Ritter is a proud supporter of the American Lung Association. Join Boyer & Ritter at the Lung Force Walk Sunday, November 2nd. That's this Sunday at Metro Bank Park on City Island in Harrisburg. Registration begins at noon and the walk will begin at 1 p.m. Go to www.lungforce.org for more information. True Vision Realtors is the most enthusiastic and innovative real estate firm in Central PA, offering multiple programs from for sale by owner to full service. They are locally owned family communities. They serve for your buying and selling needs. To watch the television for your housing future, call Nick or Jody Pendolito at 717-925-9095. It'll be first down and 10 yards to go here for Cedar Cliff. Again, looking for that pass. Caught. End zone. Touchdown.
And it was the same type of play. Malone he finds the ball in the air very well. He gets up, number 13, he's 6 foot, 172 pounds. And again, the corner cannot get his head around, and Demi just throws a strike.
And he leads him again, and Malone behind him again. Same situation as last time. And look at this. And Malone the whole way, watch him just taking the ball with his eyes right in the chest. And so with 8:58 to go here in quarter number 2, they strike again.
And you see Campbell was in good position there. He just didn't get his head around.
Joey Gallucci in for the extra point, knocks it through, and 7 more points on the board for Cedar Cliff. 14-0 with 8:58 to go here in the first half. You're watching it all on High School Sports Live TV here on ABC 27.
No regrets. If only she'd parked in a garage. If only they had the chimney cleaned. If only they had Erie Insurance. Erie is seriously good insurance that treats you fairly and goes above and beyond to make you feel like your auto or home mishap never happened. At rates that'll save you as much as the other guys. So get a quote from Erie today. Because whatever your regrets in life, your insurance company shouldn't be one of them.
Erie Insurance.
You already know your Giant bonus card is a great way to bag real savings on groceries. But it does so much more, like helping you pump up your fuel discount with Gas Extra Rewards. Just by using your Giant bonus card, you'll save 10 cents per gallon for every $100 you spend. So the more you buy, the more you save. Gas Extra Rewards, fueled by Giant.
Welcome back to West Shore Stadium, where Cedar Cliff up 14-0 in this backyard battle. 7 plays, 74 yards, 3 minutes and 18 seconds, and Cedar Cliff looked impressive on that drive, Jerome.
They definitely did, and again, when you see Malone, they have something over there with getting the ball to Brennan Malone on a fade route, and just you see Malone using his 6-foot frame, able to get up in the air, and as a receiver, you want to get the ball at its highest point. You don't want to let it get into your body, especially on a fade pattern. He has some size over the defensive back, and he's able to go up and get the ball, and that's the second touchdown of that nature in the game.
We talk about this Keystone football division this year, the Mid-Penn, and you got Bishop McDevitt going at it tomorrow with Lower Dauphin. Bishop McDevitt 5-0, Lower Dauphin 4-1. Cedar Cliff, of course, tonight with Redland. Cedar Cliff also 4-1, Redland 3-2. So big jumble at the top there, but the real championship game there is going to be played tomorrow at 10:30 up at Bishop McDevitt. And here's quickly Phil Overton getting a good chunk of yardage on the opening play and out past the 45 near the 47.
And John McGee, coming from his cornerback spot, comes up and make a solid tackle because that looked like it was possibly going to be a big gain, and he comes up and makes a solid tackle on the play.
So very quickly, 7 yards on the opening snap here on this drive. 2nd down and 3. 8:31 to go. Don't forget we have our OSS halftime report. We're also going to have our Brenner family of dealerships 29-yard kick. Jonah Basinski. Jonah Dasinski is going to be the guy that's up tonight trying to kick that through. We had a successful one down in York the other week, by the way, at Central High School. We had a guy nail one.
Oh, man.
Plenty of air underneath it, believe me.
That's an amazing guy. I can't even hit a 5-yarder, so I wouldn't even try that.
So coming up here, looks like it's going to be 3rd down. Let's call it a very short one, if that. And the official's going to call a timeout. We might get a measurement here.
Yeah, this will definitely be close.
Pac Financial is helping local families build, manage, and protect their retirement savings. Do you have a game plan for retirement? Steve Marazzo is a local advisor who listens and cares. No account too large or too small. Call Steve Marazzo at 564-6400 about the free, no-obligation retirement projection. And did you know that Cleveland Brothers is much more than just earth moving and construction machines? We're rental and standby generators. We're truck engine service. We're Suller air compressors. We're global pumps and so much more. Visit us at clevelandbrothers.com. So it'll be 3rd down and a very, very short one. Let's call it some inches. Would not be surprised to see Mr. Scott keep this himself. This is a huge drive for Redland right now. You got to think you're down 14-0. Momentum on the side of Cedar Cliff, and you got to keep this drive going. So you got to think this is a 2-down situation right here.
Keep an eye on that front for Cedar Cliff because they have done amazing on short yardage.
So here it is. Got one receiver out to the far side. Scott's going to keep it himself. Dives forward, has the 1st down and more. And much more. Man, I'll tell you what. The quarterback sneak, and he stuck it out there for about 8-9 yards. Watch this.
And we talked about the offensive line for Cedar Cliff. Look at that offensive line for Redland. Hat on a hat, and you see the pile move backwards. And that's exactly what you want if you're the offensive lineman. You want to lean on those big guys and move some people.
Yeah, a whole lot of big folks out there that time, not the least of which was Andrew Foster, number 79, pushing forward. So 1st down now for Redland as they keep the drive going, and they're into Cedar Cliff territory down to the 42-yard line. Spreads them out this time. Overton fakes the handoff inside the jet sweep. Keeps it. Not going to get very much of anything. Let's call it a short one, if that. Just back to the line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd down and a long 9. Here's fakes the sweep. Back inside. Smelled out again. And we keep calling that big guy, number 73's number all night. That's Brantner. And Brantner, once again, call that Dylan Farrow, rather. Yeah. Dylan Farrow doing a great job of smelling it out and stopping the play.
And Farrow, I mean, when you have those guys blocking him, he is a very, very big defensive tackle. He goes both ways. He's also on the offensive line, too. And he's really stoning that Redland offensive line.
Here's Garrett Scott over center. One receiver far side. Scott in motion. Scott taken down in his own backfield. And once again, this time it's Jaden Demi, coming up out of his linebacker spot. Nowhere to go for Garrett Scott. Look at this.
And Demi shows you his ability. He's one of those throwback players. He plays on offense as the running back, but then he doubles up as the linebacker, and he makes a brilliant play that backs up this Redland offense.
So he takes it back out. Loss on the play is going to be 8 yards all the way back. Make that 9 yards all the way back to 3rd down and 18 to go. They are 1 of 4 on 3rd down so far as Redland, so not good numbers there. Look for a screen here on this play. So Scott near side, crosses back into Cedar Cliff territory, down inside the 40-yard line, so he got a good chunk back, but it's still going to be 4th down and 8, you'd have to think.
And I mean, this is one of those situations. You're down 14-0, Gary. I mean, do you go for it right here? You're already in Cedar Cliff's territory. Do you go for it and try to put points on the board, or do you try to pin Cedar Cliff back? but it looks like they may go for it here, and that's not a bad decision.
I think Chad Weaver's made up his mind to go for it here. He feels like we do right now that you got to get some kind of momentum. So Weaver's made the decision. 4th down and 8. And let's see what they've got in their bag of tricks. It's put out to the far side there is Sam Yenser. Straight back. Scott looking, being chased. Scott throwing it. Has a man open. But it's Overton, and he's not going to get the first down, so the ball goes over on downs. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Cedar Cliff as they'll pick up at about their own 35, maybe 36-yard line here.
And Ryan Shopert comes up from his defensive back position, and he makes a brilliant play, stops the ball carrier from getting any further yardage and sealing it for the Cedar Cliff takeover on downs.
So Cedar Cliff gets it again here. They have a 14-0 lead, and so again, it's a big possession right now for both teams. Cedar Cliff looking to put the big lead on the board here before the half. For Redland, you got to stop them. And they're going to have encroachment here again for Redland. Jumpy up there along the line, so it's going to be 1st and 5 now. Penn National Insurance and Inservco Insurance Services are teaming up to help all drivers feel secure. Drivers who text while driving are putting themselves and others in dangerous paths. Don't text and drive. To feel more secure, read our driver safety tips by going to www.pennnationalinsurance.com. Driver safety comes first. So 1st down and a short 5 here for Cedar Cliff after the penalty. Hand off to Demi. Demi, taken down right along the line of scrimmage. Good hit that time. And again, who is it? I think it's Brantner coming up there, number 73, one more time. Take a look.
Wes Brantner comes up, and that's the solid tackle that you want for your defensive line position, stopping the ball carrier for almost no gain on the play.
What you like there is the way Brantner fought off the block and just kind of slid along the line laterally there to make the play.
Yeah, if we had tough stickers to give out, that would be one. Big T right on the helmet, smack, tough sticker.
So it'll be 2nd down and 6 yards to go now for Cedar Cliff. Rolling right is Brennan. Brenneman has a man open. Got him over there on the far side to get it's that pesky guy, Noah Malone, who's been hot tonight. Noah Malone, I think, with his 3rd catch here this evening. This is the only one so far that has not been for a touchdown. So Malone.
That's it. Malone just runs a good route. Brenneman gets out. And Brenneman throws very well on the run. And they have designed plays for him to get outside the pocket. He delivers the ball to Malone, who is his go-to receiver tonight.
Malone just went down and out, and sat down in there, and beautiful target. 1st down, 10. Ball at the 46. Demi again. And I'll tell you what, they are getting some great blocking up front by the fullback.
Yeah, that whole offensive line is doing it. And Demi's again, I can't talk about this enough, getting north-south very quickly.
See if you can watch Jordan Stiles here, number 22, because he's almost getting an extra step off before the ball is actually hiked. Or snapped. There's hike. That's an old word, isn't it? We haven't heard that in a long time.
I haven't.
I know.
Hike the ball. That's what you say in the backyard. Hike it.
This time Stiles getting out to the flat. Stiles going to get it himself. Stiles getting past the tackle, still on his feet, finally out of bounds. Another 1st down for Cedar Cliff.
Another Big T sticker goes out to Stiles. When you get the ball, you get upfield as a fullback, and you truck the defender, you get a tough sticker. That was brilliant on his part.
Stiles, who's been blocking the whole time. You got to feed the beast down there, don't you?
You got to feed him every now and then. You got to give him a little taste of some action, and you see what happens when he gets a little taste.
A little something for the effort, right? Ball down to the 25-yard line now. 1st and 10, and the Colts on the march again, and they seem really comfortable in their offense right now. Handoff, Demi slashing over the left side. Demi still going, pulling the pile with him, and finally will be stopped down near the 17-yard line. I'll tell you, that offensive front line right now for Cedar Cliff is really establishing themselves.
Yeah, they definitely are, and you're just seeing Demi run off of them, and you kind of know why he's had such a good season this year when he's running behind that group. You don't see a lot of penetration defensively coming into the offensive backfield. He gets the ball, he's able to get north-south, and there's a lot of holes and options for him.
That time he got in behind number 72, A.J. McDermott, who really burst a nice hole for Demi. So 2nd down, 3. Ball to 17. Brenneman
play
to the outside. Got his man. That's Shopert. And Shopert is going to be inside the 10-yard line, and another 1st down.
and another brilliant play design. And when you have a running game, everything can run off of it. And you see all the different fakes that are coming off of the run because of the fact of what you've been able to do by getting Demi established in your offense.
Fake that play action all the time and then just go out there, and he's throwing very safe passes, but they're wide open. So ball to 10. Handoff inside. Banging through his Demi for a couple, down maybe the 8-yard line.
I'll tell you, Gareth, the fear for you if you're Redland is, you're into the second quarter. Imagine what this may look like if you get into late third quarter with running the ball.
And there it is right now. You can see Brenneman 7 of 9 so far for 116 yards, a couple of touchdowns here, both to Malone in the first half.
That's efficiency right there. He's only, missed 2 passes, over 100 yards already. Very efficient football by the quarterback.
Fakes the handoff across the middle, has Malone in the end zone, and Malone can't handle it this time. Was tipped, I think, at the line of scrimmage. We'll see if we catch that again, but it looked like it might have gotten tipped. He's got Malone wide open again. Fakes it right there. You saw it get tipped at the line of scrimmage. Nice job by Redland's defense.
And Malone's wanting that. He's wishing he had that back. He could have had his third touchdown reception of the game. So when we get in the red zone, if you're Redland, Malone is a supreme target for you. So you want to make sure that you defense that. But they have a one-on-one outside.
Yep. And he's going to Malone again. Check that. It's going to be Justin Johnson this time. Make that Mike Vitti. We'll get it right eventually. Mike Vitti coming across there, number 6, with his first catch of the night. He's got that little pick play out there. And there's Vitti coming inside, trying to get down to the goal line in about the 1. They're going to call it the 2. It'll be 4th down and 2. So now, you take the 3, or do you go for it?
Well, I'll tell you, going for it puts a dagger in Redland. I mean, at that point, they're trying to establish, this is over, and make Redland really fight to get out of this hole they're in. But they may go for 3, so they'll talk about it.
You're going to get a timeout right now by Cedar Cliff to talk about it. SMX staffing has immediate warehouse positions available at our Carlisle, Lewisberry, and Middlesex locations. Come apply with SMX at applysmjobs.com. That's apply.smjobs.com. Immediate positions available on both day and night shifts. Pay starts at up to $12.75 an hour. That's apply.smjobs.com. SMX is an equal opportunity employer. The Big 33 Football Classic. I love that classic up there at Hershey Park Stadium. It's a Super Bowl of high school football. In fact, there's never been a Super Bowl played without a Big 33 alumni. The 58th annual Big 33 Football Classic is June 20th, 2015 at Hershey Park Stadium. Visit big33.org. And Charlie Fortin's Advanced Hoops continues to be the leader in training players for the next level, with AAU tryouts approaching tomorrow, November 1st. They'll start at 7 o'clock tomorrow night for spring AAU teams. Get your spot. The Jerry Stokes 3-on-3 Memorial Tournament, by the way, was last weekend on October 25th, representing one of the best guys in that organization who died, unfortunately, a year ago. Register your teams right now at advancedhoops.com. So they're going to go for it here on 4th down and 2, trying to put it away. Brenneman hands it off. No, fakes it. Brenneman's going to be caught back there in the backfield and stuffed out by Redland, as in on the play once again was that guy Derek Klein, making a huge play for the Patriots.
And the junior was not fooled this time. He's seen a lot of this play action enough, and he said, I'm done with this. He comes in right through the line, and he's going to make the play. Very well defense on both ends. I think the defense as a whole saw that play enough to know, and I think the defensive coordinator set it up and said, hey, we got to make sure we make a play. They've been doing that too much, and they were able to make a stop. Redland turnover on down, and they have the opportunity to maybe put some points on the board.
One of the big parts of that play, too, Zach Rollman kept it to the inside, the defensive end. He would not let him get to the outside, and that was huge.
Kept that contained.
So 1st down and 10 here. Scott hands off. Overton right up the middle, and Overton slashes out past the 20-yard line to about the 22. It's going to be a 1st down for Redland right out of the gate.
And I think Overton anticipated getting hit and having some contact. And I think if he didn't, he could have stayed up and maybe taken this to the house.
Yeah, he had that head down, ready to go forward. And actually, you're right. Big hole through the middle, I think unanticipated. 2 receivers near side, 1 man in the backfield, 1 in the slot, and goes in motion. It's going to be Overton. Overton across the 40, out near the 42. 27 seconds to go. Will they get a timeout here? They'll stop the clock on the 1st down. Take a look. Here's that jet sweep again. Handoff inside to Overton. Overton Good blocking out in front.
And when you can get big chunks of yardage like that in the run game, when you have the clock coming down like that, that's always a good thing. So good effort right here by Redland after the turnover on downs.
And another timeout the field, this time called by Redland. And so they're going to see what they can do right now with 26.7 seconds to go here in the first half. Don't forget, just out ahead, we're going to have our Brenner family of dealerships, a 29-yard kick at halftime. It'll be Jonah Dudzinski. And we'll also be talking to Bob Burton from OSS Health. We'll be talking to Perry Mattern from the Carlisle Sentinel. He's a sports writer over there. We'll be doing our Kelly Sports halftime stats. We'll be talking to Jerome about what he thinks the second half is going to look like. Other than that, we're not going to do anything.
That's a lot.
We've got a busy halftime coming
halftime.
So it's going to be a good one. It's been a good game so far.
Yes.
Got some good statements for the defense. But right now, Cedar Cliff on top, 14-0 here. 26.7 seconds to go. Let's see what the Patriots can do for Redland. Johnson, fake the inside. Now Scott's got to keep it himself. He's got to get to the outside here and try to step out of bounds, and does as he crosses the 50-yard line. 20.6 seconds left. Smart play there by Scott as he got to the sticks, knew exactly where he had to go, then stepped out, saved himself some time. So 20.6 seconds to go here in the first half.
And again, you just got good play by the defense, and being able to contain the quarterback, and that's exactly what you want to do. Now we got 20.6. That's a lot of time, Gary.
But you got to get something downfield here right now if you're the Patriots. You got to think that there's got to be something available down there for them to get any chance here, and even a field goal potentially. Here's Scott rolling left. Scott looking, has a man open, sideline, jumps out of bounds. I don't know if he got to the out of bounds or not, but caught his man out there. It was Kyle Campbell with his 10th catch of the year, so Campbell gets it.
Now, sometimes, Gary, what you see when you have a team that is a very run-heavy team, they don't have a lot of pass plays that are necessarily explosive in their arsenal. So what you've seen already is you saw 2 big running plays, a pass play that covered maybe 8 to 10 yards, but you haven't seen anything that was big dialing up. So, that's something to keep an eye on throughout the game.
Of course, Cedar Cliff's keeping everything underneath them right now, not letting anything get behind them. So 14 and a half seconds to go. You got to think they got to pick up somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 or 20 on this one. Straight back. Scott looks. Scott's going to keep it. Scott's trying to get to the outside. Will step out of bounds here before he gets too much, but it'll be first down. 8.2 seconds to go. So this pass, for all intents and purposes, has to be to the end zone.
Yeah, and every yard forward is good yard, especially if you have a kicker that may be able to see if you can get 3. You definitely want to get points on the board. You do not want to come away from this drive and go into the half with a 0 spot on you.
So we have another timeout here called by the Patriots of Redland. We'll take a quick one as well. You're watching High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
No regrets. If only she'd parked in a garage. If only they had the chimney cleaned. If only they had Erie Insurance. Erie is seriously good insurance that treats you fairly and goes above and beyond to make you feel like your auto or home mishap never happened. At rates that'll save you as much as the other guys. So get a quote from Erie today. Because whatever your regrets in life, your insurance company shouldn't be one of them.
Erie Insurance.
Kick coming up just at the end of the half here. Jonah Dudzinski is going to find out if he's a field goal kicker or not. So it'll be first down and 10 now here. We also have our OSS Health halftime show coming up. Here's Scott, dropping back, looking for the end zone. Throws it, has his man up. Oh, a little trick play coming up, and they're not going to get it. Yeah. He actually had possession there, and I think was trying to pitch it. So let's take a look at it. But he had possession. The official thought he had possession too. And little trick play. They were going to run the old Stanford play there, I think.
Yes, I think they were, and I think it was really quick. So he had the catch, and I guess the officials are saying that he was able to make a football move, which was pitch the ball.
Yeah,
and
that was really quick.
That ends the drive.
And you can't go upstairs for the review, can you?
Well, it could, but I mean,
you and I would tell him.
Help him up with
I
that.
saw it. Yeah, we'd be right there with him, I think. And so Cedar Cliff takes a knee here at the half, and they go into halftime with a 14-0 lead over their rival Redland here. And good first half by Cedar Cliff. We're going to stick around, though, right now for our Brenner family of dealerships 29-yard kick. Our contestant is going to be Jonah Dudzinski. Jonah Dudzinski is heading on out there right now with Ben Dudek of Advanced Hoops. And he is going to get a chance to find out if he is a field goal kicker tonight or not.
All right, Jonah.
He's got the look,
bring it
doesn't
home. He does have the look. I mean, he's hyped. He's trying to get the crowd going. Let's see what he can do.
So here's Jonah Dudzinski. You're looking right back at him. Got the soccer-style look.
Oh.
He had the straights. He didn't have the height. You got to have the ups on that, don't you?
But I'll tell you what, it shows you how difficult it really is. I mean, I think we watch on TV, we see these kids out here at the high school level, college level, pro level, and we're thinking, hey, we can do that. 29, and it doesn't happen.
Let's head on down to Charlie Fortin, who's got a very important interview right now. Jonah, it was okay, man. You gave it the effort. Charlie, take it away.
Well, I'm here with Don Bateman from the Brenner family of dealerships. Don, we've been doing this kick throughout the year, but this whole idea of High School Sports Live and Brenner family dealerships being involved in the community probably is special to you right now because you're a Redland alumni. So I'll let you talk about that in a second, but and what your prediction is for the second half. But talk about Brenner and why you guys choose to be a part of these kind of community events.
We love being part of the community events because really it gets us out here and involved with our youth especially, and we get to spend time cheering on my particular hometown team. And we like to get all the kids involved, and we really hope that everybody comes to Brenner to buy their first car, actually.
Well, you know what? That is a pretty neat idea to help a young man or a young lady get in their first car. But you know what? One of the biggest things that I've seen that High School Sports Live has done is just create a synergy among fans, sponsors, coaches. Talk about Redland in this rivalry because you actually have a special insight being a former Redland person. And do you think they have a chance in the second half?
Absolutely. That's one thing about Redland is we never give up. We're always fighting right to the end. So I have every hope that we're going to pull through on this one.
Guys, you heard it. Don Bateman, Brenner family of dealerships, says Redland's going to come back and win this game.
There you go, Charlie. And Dawn is very, very on top of things there. And, of course, red, white, and blue in her heart there with the Patriots. We're going to go to halftime. When we come back, it'll be the OSS Health halftime report right here on the High School Sports Live TV Game of the Week. It's Cedar Cliff 14, Redland nothing here on ABC 27.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two. It's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
Chrysler, Jeep, Nissan, Pre-Owned. The Brenner family of dealerships is proud to support High School Sports Live. And we've been serving Central PA for over 93 years. We have everything that you're looking for. Great customer service, great pricing and selection, an excellent service department for the life of your vehicle. All at the Brenner family of dealerships on the Carlisle Pike, Mechanicsburg, and on Paxton Street, Harrisburg. 24/7 at BrennerFamily.com. Serving Central PA for over 93 years.
No regrets. If only she'd parked in a garage. If only they had the chimney cleaned. If only they had Erie Insurance. Erie is seriously good insurance that treats you fairly and goes above and beyond to make you feel like your auto or home mishap never happened. At rates that'll save you as much as the other guys. So get a quote from Erie today. Because whatever your regrets in life, your insurance company shouldn't be one of them.
Erie Insurance.
From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invika has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invika is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invika, providing affordable HD video solutions.
And welcome back to our OSS Health halftime report. And we'll be doing an awful lot of things here at halftime. But one of the things I wanted to do is have a chance here to talk to Bob Burton from OSF in just a moment, who is sponsoring our halftime report here tonight. And Bob, you know, OSS Health has a deep history in the area of what's been the reaction to the Century Drive office so far.
Well, we've had a lot of exciting response. Our doctors have been around the area for a long time, but having our new office, it's been a great location, and we have the opportunity to really expand and grow our abilities to provide care in the area. You know, we've had great relationships, and that's really what we've built it on. And the families are finding it easy access to get in and out of our facilities, and then we've had a great opportunity to even deepen our relationships with area athletic trainers, other physicians, but especially with the community and as a whole. And it's fun to be out here at events like this. This is a great atmosphere, a lot of great great high school football here in this area, and it's a fun night and great, especially great for the seniors. We're happy for the seniors and the relationships we've had for them for their years through school.
And you got a happy customer right here, because both my needs are courtesy of OSS, and Gracias ATN down there who did a great job on them. But the facilities in York are good. And when we talk about the facilities right now, OSS Health Urgent Care is a big one for athletes and the public at large, right?
Yes, and we've that's been one of the big advantages for the community, is to be able to come in and get quick care, quality care, but in a way that's going to be efficient for them. Athletic trainers in the area have found it very easy to get athletes in and out of our facility, and we've gotten a lot of great feedback, and we want to continue that. We always want to find ways to do things better and help the community, but our urgent care has really been a great way for people to access right there on Century Drive, get in and get out.
And, you know, right now people are looking around to say, how do I get information for OSS there on Century Drive and the appointments at OSS Health?
Well, one of the easiest ways to get information is our website, which has recently been updated at osshealth.com. People can go over there and get information on Century Drive, all of our services, all of our providers, our physicians, and it's a great way to just access that. They can find our phone numbers. Our main phone number is 717-817-2895. I'm sorry, that's my cell phone number I'm giving out. 717-848-4800. But I actually have parents call me for athletes. My cell phone's on all the time, and that's what we want to do in the community, is to be able to reach out and have people access as well. It's life's tough enough. We want to make it as easy as possible.
And I got to tell you, the people in OSS I've met over the years have just been nothing short of astounding, and the care and the kind of compassion that people have when you're trying to rehab from a knee, or if an athlete's out there from some kind of athletic injury, or just the public at large. You guys have the very best staff, so you got to be very, very proud.
Well, I'm excited to be here in this community, and I'm here representing our physicians. They've been what's built this practice. It's the foundation of what they've built it upon. It's quality care, great community relations, and I'm thrilled to be a part of the community.
Congratulations on the Century Drive location, and we look forward to hearing more great things about OSS, Bob.
Great, thank you.
Bob Burton with us here at halftime. OSS, a great name out there right now in health, and a great name here at halftime, where the OSS Health Halftime Report continues right after this on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
No matter the season, when it's time to gear up, you've got to get to Kelly's Sports. Kelly's Sports. Top quality sports equipment for the field, the rink, the court, and more. Matched with the experience and knowledge to help you get the winning edge. Plus all the latest styles from Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. And the large selection of name brand athletic footwear. Local sports team members get 10% off all purchases. Kelly's Sports. In the High Point Commons, Harrisburg. Or visit online at kellysports.com.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two. It's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
Welcome back to the OSS Health Halftime Report. We continue with our interviews here, and Perry Mattern, who writes for the Carlisle Sentinel. He's a sports writer over there. And Perry, great to have you on here at half.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Pretty good first half here. It looked like the two defenses were making some pretty good statements, and all of a sudden Cedar Cliff got that offense going and it really seemed comfortable by the end of the first half.
I think Cedar Cliff did a very good job of keeping things simple. And for Grant Brenneman, when those things are simple, he makes them look very easy. And also Noah Malone made a couple of very nice plays in the end zone for him. And they're not taking a lot of big shots, really working the ball down the field. They've stayed true to Jaden Demi, and he's done a good job. But defensively, they've been outstanding.
Well, our color man Jerome Presley said when you can establish your running game, all of a sudden those easy passes look real easy out there, and that's what we saw.
No doubt about it. He had a couple of guys, especially on play action rollouts, seeing guys on both sides of the field really wide open, lots of room to run. And Redland has just kind of been scrambling for a lot of this first half, and I think some of that has to do missing Jeremy Fisher, who's out. He was their leading tackler.
Let's talk a little bit about Cedar Cliff here, the District 3 Class 4A playoffs coming up. They're ranked 6th going in. What kind of noise can they make out there? Of course, Wilson Westlong is on top at 9-0. That's nothing unusual, but you got to think this Cedar Cliff team maybe can make some noise.
I think they can. If they play defensively like they're playing tonight, I think they can make a lot of noise. They've shown that they can score against the best. They've scored a lot against McDevitt. They scored a lot against Lower Dauphin in a big win there as well. So I think this is if they can hold on and win this game, that's even bigger. Maybe they jump a spot up in the rankings and then can get a very nice matchup and an easier path to farther in the tournament.
The team over your neck of the woods, Carlisle, sitting right on the bubble right now at 16, so big game for them.
Yeah, they're up 7-0 on Harrisburg currently. Just got a pick six actually by their quarterback on defense, Billy Berger. That'd be a big win for that program.
Yeah, and would solidify them for a district playoff spot. You look over in District 3A, and you've got this Redland team is number 5 there at 7-2, and of course Bishop McDevitt. But you got to look and say Redland gave them a heck of a game, lost by 2 last week. You look out there and you see Cedar Cliff gave them a heck of a game. They lost by 16. So you got to think Redland has some pedigree.
I happened to be here last week and saw Redland. They played just outstanding, inspired football, and it's very disappointing to see the way they're playing now compared to the way they played last week. Had a 7-point lead at the half, but they showed that they can play with everyone in 3A. And if they can get Phil Overton going here tonight, he's really the guy that they revolve around.
Yeah, we've seen bits and pieces of Phil Overton so far, but not a sustained look so far, and that's really been a problem. Look at AA down there. Berks Catholic at the top at 9-0, but there's Bermudian Springs and Wyomissing in there as well, all at 9-0.
Yeah, AA is going to be a lot of fun because the top 3, they seem to all be interchangeable. They can all hang with each other, and that's kind of unfortunate for the bottom half of that bracket. Those 3 teams are really head and shoulders above.
And then you look out there, and Camp Hill's at 7-2, but Steel High, who was kind of written off there earlier in the season, back in there 5-4, but that record may be a little bit misleading.
Yeah, interesting note there because Steel High, one of their 5 wins is over Camp Hill. So if those 2 teams would end up meeting in that title game, that would be a rematch. And Camp Hill is a lot of fun to watch when they have the offense going. They can spread it out, and Michael Schuster will pick on all of his receivers.
And, of course, we're going to be bringing you the 3A finals and also the 4A finals right here on High School Sports Live. That's Friday, November 28th for the 3A finals. Saturday for the 4A finals of the 29th. I love the district finals. They are so much fun. And of course, then you start getting into that state smell. What do you look for out in the states? Anybody from this area going to be in the state championship this year?
Well, I think McDevitt is always a possibility to make it there. They are just so deep on both sides of the ball. And Nick Marsilio is a very good general of the offense. And Andre Robinson's the guy you always got to talk about. He can make plays from anywhere on the field. That's why he's going to Penn State. So that's the team obviously you got to watch.
Very mattering. Great stuff here at halftime.
Yeah.
Thanks so much.
I appreciate
Sports writer for the Carlisle Sentinel. Read them on a regular basis. We'll come back with more on the OSS Health Halftime Report. We'll have your Kelly Sports Halftime Stats and more from Jerome Presley of what he thinks is going to happen here in the second half on High School Sports Live TV, only on ABC 27.
Advanced Hoops Spring AAU season was historical as teams at every level won championship after championship. Team PA boys and girls won at the national level, beating some of the best teams in the country.
This fall, on November 1st, players from all over the region will be trying out for our 2015 spring teams. Register for tryouts now at advancedhoops.com.
You already know your Giant bonus card is a great way to bag real savings on groceries. But it does so much more, like helping you pump up your fuel discount with Gas Extra Rewards. Just by using your Giant bonus card, you'll save 10 cents per gallon for every $100 you spend. So the more you buy, the more you save. Gas Extra Rewards, fueled by Giant.
Today, we have some breaking news on the West Shore. Some spraining, twisting, popping news. It appears that Mechanicsburg is getting a state-of-the-art OSS orthopedic urgent care. This is what we know so far. OSS urgent care is much faster than the emergency room. All patients will be seen by orthopedic experts. Costs are typically less, and OSS is open 7 days a week. Remember, if you have a sprain, pop, or break to report, go right to the experts. OSS Orthopedic Urgent Care. 2 great locations, York and now Mechanicsburg. Now that's some good news.
HoffmanFord.com, turning the World Wide Web into the World Wide Wow. Find the newer pre-owned Ford you want right now from your computer. Shop online 24/7, 365. And our exclusive inventory is updated daily. With hundreds of new and used vehicles, you're sure to find the one that clicks. Hoffman Ford, Harrisburg's premium Ford dealer for 60 years. Click on or come by.
From Times Square to your local community, from local sports to international conventions, Invika has changed the broadcast and video landscape, bringing professional quality and service to organizations across the globe. Through professional, college level, and local sports, festivals, competitions, parades, and telethons, conferences, and commercials, Invika is bringing the power of video to more people and markets than ever before. Have a project you need covered? Check out our website for more information. Invika, providing affordable HD video solutions.
Welcome back to our OSS Health Halftime Report. Gary Sutton alongside of Jerome Presley, and there you see it here at West Shore Stadium. 14-0, the Cedar Cliff Colts leading Redland here at the half. And a lot of good highlights in the first half. We saw some statements for the defense coming out of the gate, but then Cedar Cliff got into gear with that offense, and we saw the same play over a couple of times there, Jerome, where they isolated Malone. Here's the first one. They had used Demi to set it up, and then Malone with the pass to the end zone. And get ready, because you're going to see a repeat of that in just a moment. There's another look, though. Watch Malone the whole way, just taking it with his eyes, keeping his feet in. Good pitch and catch there from Brenneman. Then Brenneman again, same play, coming back, other side, other end zone, same exact play. And there's Malone taking it in. Those are your 2 scores here in the first half. We take a look at your Kelly Sports halftime stats. Rushing, 69 yards so far for the Colts, 98 yards for Redland. But take a look at the passing. 9 out of 11, 113 yards for Brennan. 5 of 6 on the other side, but only 24 yards there for Scott.
I think that's always going to be a problem for any team is turnovers, turning the ball over, giving the ball back, not sustaining drive. So that's definitely something that the Patriots want to correct coming into this second
And look at
half.
those penalties, too. And we had that one big first down penalty with the encroachment. None on the Colts side. Flawless. 5 for 15 yards. Not a lot of yards, but they came at some crucial times there for the Patriots.
And penalties, all they do is, they kill your momentum, and so you definitely want to clean that up. And for the Colts to be able to get through a half and not have any penalties, that's big for them.
So if you're Chad Weaver right now and you're sitting there on the other side with the Patriots, you want to get Overton in gear. You want to see what you can do with the offense and start to sustain something. What are you doing at halftime?
Well, I'm talking to my guys and letting them know that, look, you're only down 14-0. Your defense has shown the ability to hold at key points in the game. So one score puts you right back in the game. So you definitely aren't out of the woods of continuing to use Phil Overton in the run game, because sometimes if you're down 3-4 touchdowns, you may want to abandon the running game a little bit. But in this situation, you don't have to do that. So get Phil Overton going so you can establish the running game.
Over the other side, Colin Gillen's got to be a pretty happy coach for Cedar Cliff. He liked the way his offense was going. They had some big stops there defensively, too, to keep Redland in check at the end of the half. So he's got to say a little bit more of that same music, guys.
Yeah, definitely. One of the things that I'm impressed with Cedar Cliff is their ability to run the ball. And what happens when you run the ball, everything with play action opens up. And what you're seeing is because they can run the ball, their entire offense is at their disposal. And you're seeing Brenneman be able to pick and choose his throwing. He doesn't have to sit back there and chuck the ball around 30 times tonight. He can do it when he needs to or when he wants to.
One of the guys that I was really impressed with the first half was Jordan Stiles, number 22, who showed you the ability to block from the fullback spot for Cedar Cliff, but also caught some nice passes, picked up some big yards. And again, it was part of that whole Cedar Cliff keeping you off balance defensively offense that they have right now.
Right, and you have to love Giles, a guy that's a tough fullback. Sometimes fullbacks don't get enough credit for getting the ball. So what happens, you get him out there, and you saw what he can do when he gets the ball in space. He goes and starts looking for people to knock over.
Well, that's your OSS Health halftime report as we get ready to start the second half right here. It's 14-0. Cedar Cliff leads over Redland in the last game of the season. The two are from the same district. They share the same football field here at West Shore Stadium. And they're getting ready to start the second half as the kickoff is going to come here from Redland.
And I tell you what, man, when you say last game of the season, there's a little sadness there, man, knowing that, many of the teams are going to be done. I mean, this is going to be it for football season.
And Redland kicking it off, running it back out past the 30-yard line. The return is going to be, I think, John McGee for Cedar Cliff. And they'll set up shop again here to start the second half. 14-0. Cedar Cliff leads it all here as we start the second half. And, it's got to be statement time right now if you're Redland defensively. By the way, we've got some scores from around the mid-pen. Harrisburg down 7-0 to Carlisle. That game in the second quarter. CD East, that big rivalry with CD, up 14-7 in the second quarter. Brenneman, hands off. New man with a new number there. It's Harry Lauber. And Lauber scampers for a few yards. He's going to get across the 35, out near the 36 potentially. I say potentially because we haven't seen the ball spotted yet.
And again, Lauber, he's able to get in, and you definitely want to get other guys some action when you get that opportunity to do that. You remember, Demi goes both ways, so if anyone can get an opportunity to get a rest, he deserves it.
Well, the other thing, too, is everybody's focused at halftime on stopping number 2, and now you throw number 1 at him right away, and it maybe just throws you off a bit because there's Demi back into the game right now. It's going to be second down, 6 yards to go. Fake it inside. Brenneman keeps it himself. Brenneman's got the first down out near the 45-yard line where it'll be first down and 10. So Brenneman faking the handoff this time to Lauber and diving forward for a first down.
And Brenneman showed a little bit of his escapability and ability to pick up yards on the running game, which is something that you don't see him do a lot, but he shows that he's able to do that.
13 first downs for the Colts here tonight. They continue to march. Brenneman, receiver near side and far side, straight up the middle. Demi, he's wide open. Demi for big yardage here. Inside the 40, down inside the 35, rolls to about the 33-yard line. So Demi again, just straight forward running and hard and quick.
And I tell you, Demi is one of those backs that you love to have in your offense. He's tough. He's solid. He knows where to pick and choose where he takes the ball. He doesn't have that long speed, but he has that quick speed in the hole. So he's able to burst through because he doesn't have a lot of wasted movement. So
that time
good
bursting
play
for 22 yards and a first down and 10 at the 33 already of the Patriots. So Demi, sidecar in the backfield. Brenneman rolling right. Brenneman looking down, got a man open, and almost picked off down there by Kyle Mowry, who had it smelled out.
And that was a good defensive effort by Mowry because that looked like a completed pass to Malone, and Mowry comes up and makes a good stop on the play, almost picks it off.
Yeah, Mowry had that one spotted out very nicely that time, so it'll be second down now and 10 from the 33.
What you don't want for Redland is to have a methodical drive that takes off clock but also gets points as a result of it.
So here you go, second down and 10. Brenneman under center to Demi. Demi straight up the middle, right side again. And he's going to be taken down by Overton, but not before he gets down inside the 25-yard line near the 24. And he's going to be very, very close to a first down. I think he's probably about a half yard short from what we can see here, maybe a yard short. Call it 2. So it'll be third down and 2. Demi running hard, just over right tackle, left tackle. I mean, take your pick.
And I don't see any reason not to do the exact same play. Right now, Redland is having a difficult time stopping that running game.
Cedar Cliff's going to call a timeout, talk about what they want to do. We'll take a break as well. It's 14-0. Cedar Cliff has the lead and the ball here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Chrysler, Jeep, Nissan, Pre-Owned. The Brenner family of dealerships is proud to support High School Sports Live. And we've been serving Central PA for over 93 years. We have everything that you're looking for. Great customer service, great pricing and selection, an excellent service department for the life of your vehicle. All at the Brenner family of dealerships on the Carlisle Pike in Mechanicsburg and on Paxton Street, Harrisburg. 24/7 at BrennerFamily.com. Serving Central PA for over 93 years.
Advanced Hoops Spring AAU season was historical, as teams at every level won championship after championship. Team PA boys and girls won at the national level, beating some of the best teams in the country.
This fall, on November 1st, players from all over the region will be trying out for our 2015 spring teams. Register for tryouts now at advancedhoops.com.
And here's Cedar Cliff on the move again, trying to find Malone. It's going to be underthrown that time. And again, Mowry in on that play, making it tough to get the pass where he wanted it. So watch Mowry coming up there on Malone, roll out by Brenneman, throws it low, trying to make sure no interception. Malone can't handle it. Mowry right on top of it.
And Mowry is showing that he's, he's definitely doing well as a defender. And, it's 4-down territory, so why not take the shot? So it brings up a 4th down, and you can go back to your bread and butter with running the ball if I'm the coach.
Yeah, you got to think maybe Demi's going to get it here, but they faked it to Demi a couple times, and they went to that play to Malone again on the fly to the end zone. Let's take a look. Got a blitz coming. Demi's got it. Demi slashes across the middle. Looks like he's got the first down.
Right.
So Demi will batter it over the right side. First down. Some more scores, by the way. We mentioned around the mid-pen as you see Demi getting the first down right here. Good blocking up front, by the way, on that. Got to give credit to Ryan Schopert. But you've got, we said CD East up on CD right now, 14-7 in the second quarter. Cumberland Valley all over Chambersburg, 28-zip in the second. Mechanicsburg and Hershey are tied up 7-7. Northern getting pummeled by East Pennsboro right now, 29-14 the second quarter. Greencastle and Shippensburg are tied up at 7 second quarter. And Waynesboro all over Big Spring, 41-0. And here you see Malone getting again, and Malone all the way down near the 10-yard line, near first down territory one more time.
And you have a wide receiver screen to Malone, good fake on one side. You get all that defensive pressure coming, and you can just flip the ball right underneath them, and Malone gets upfield, gets really good yardage on the screen.
Second time they've run that screen tonight, and it's been very, very good for them both times. As you see the clock ticking down here in the third quarter, 8:32.
This is a long drive. It's taking a lot of clock. When we're talking about the second half, and Redland hasn't even seen the ball yet.
Second down and 1. Good play here, maybe to fake the drive and go for the pass, or fake the dive and go for the pass, but instead they give it to Demi and say, fake anything. How about just run into the end zone, big guy? Take it home. And another touchdown for Cedar Cliff as that offensive line continues to punch big holes in the Patriot defense.
And we've talked about this offensive line. Actually, I thought this offensive line did very good early in the season against McDevitt, and they just show you what they can do. The mobility of this group, as well as the strength and the power that they bring, is very, very good for this team, and they're going to be somebody to reckon with when you're talking about the district playoffs, when you have an offensive line, especially when the weather gets bad.
Joey Gallucci with the extra point. It's 21-0, 8:12 to go in the third quarter here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Karen has 459 friends, but none of them made sure she got home okay. None of them suggested she skip the next drink, try a glass of water, or maybe just call it a night. Karen has 459 friends, but tonight, what she really needed was one good one.
There you see it, 9 plays, 67 yards, 3 minutes and 48 seconds as Cedar Cliff kicks back off to Redland. Taken by Overton. Overton knocks his own man down, trying to get by him, gets out to the 40-yard line where Redland will set up shop. But, boy, a drive that just ate up the clock, kept the defense on the field to start the second half, Jerome.
Yeah, it definitely did. And now, if you're Redland, you may have a dilemma because you're not a prolific passing team. You rely heavily on the running game, and right now the running game does one thing: it chews clock. You're down 21 points, so you have to try to find some big plays somewhere. And if you can't find them in the run game, they may have to try to open this up.
Well, Garrett Scott's got to find some way to start getting some points here for Redland. Team that averaged 30.2 points a game this year, hands off to Overton. Overton open. Overton out over the 50-yard line, quickly into Cedar Cliff territory, and quickly a first down here for the Patriots. So promising look there on the opening run.
Definitely promising look, and we said big plays, and you have to get them any way you can. And if you get them in a run game, you get them in a run game. And now, the key is you want to score as quickly as possible. Get yourself back in this game, so you don't want to let this game get too far away where you have to abandon your game plan in the offense.
Braden Coe, number 72, opened up the big hole that time. Straightforward handoff, Overton ahead. Overton loose. Overton's got some running room. Gets the outside, breaks 2 tackles inside the 30, from 25 to 20. Inside the 15, great piece of running by Philip Overton. He was hit there right at the end, I think, with a knee or a shoe going into the helmet.
And he is not good. And I mean, this may be one of those situations where they may have to bring him out.
Well, it looks like he got up. He's okay, but there he breaks 1 tackle, 2. Now watch here at the end if you can. You see right there at the end, you had the elbow kind of going into the helmet. Good piece of running there by Philip Overton. So Redland on the move here. Ball down to the 14-yard line. 1st and 10. Garrett Scott sets it up inside. Handoff to Overton again. Overton over the left side. More positive yardage. Slashing inside the 10 down near the 9.
And I'll tell you what, Gary, I do not think he's good. He's taking himself out of the game. And that's one of those situations where, that was a head injury. So you want to get him out the field to at least get him evaluated. And it looks like he is off right now.
So he sweeps to the inside there. It'll be 2nd down. Call it 6. So Scott. Straight handoff. He's got Klein up the middle. Derek Klein, the fullback, takes it. And Klein bangs into the line there.
You see Whalen comes up from that linebacker position and makes a stop. And this is where that Cedar Cliff defense, they really tighten up down here when you get closer to the red zone with those big defensive tackles, man, in that middle. It gets really difficult to run in there.
Probably going to see some kind of rollout here, I think, by Scott. 3rd and 6. Definitely 4-down territory.
You called it.
Got his man and just misses him right down on the goal line. Had Tyler Hodges down there and couldn't hook up, but man, they had the play called.
Definitely had the play call, and actually you called the play. I had to give you that one. You called it like you were the coach down there.
Well, just kind of thought maybe you're going to buy a little time, give him a chance to run or throw, and he had the man open, just threw it out ahead. He had a perfect pass, threw it away from the defense. 4th down now, and you see that the towel's being held up, so you got the coaches out there calling the play, and hold those towels up behind. And we never worried about that in the old days. You just called it and went, right?
You just called it and went. You don't make changes. You don't have the spread look, wing tee, wishbone, power, football.
Overton back in. No. Yet it's Scott. Better yet, it's Johnson that has it. Some trickery there, and the ball is going to go over to Cedar Cliff on downs, or is it?
It all depends on what the spot is, if he got it or not. I know it's very, very close. And you saw a lot of east-west running and not necessarily north-south until the end, so they're going to have to measure this one.
Yeah, this is a good one. It's down around the 4-yard line. He had to get just inside the 4. It's very close. Hard to tell. I think he might just be short. But we're going to take a look. That's why they have these timeouts. Let's see where this comes down. This is the most important spot of the game right now, and nothing doing. Cedar Cliff gets it back on downs. So Redland with the surge, but turned away by the Colts at the last minute inside the 4-yard line.
And you see the Cedar Cliff student section. They're right there. So they were right where the action was. They probably knew because they had the best spot on the field next to the officials and the players. But, that was a big stop by Cedar Cliff on the play. And I think, with Redland, you get yourself in good position to put some points on the board, and you come away with 0. That can be demoralizing to your defense.
Got some other scores up tonight. 14-10 West Perry over Palmyra 2nd quarter. You've also got Boiling Springs 7-0 over Steel High in the 2nd quarter. And we're going to get a timeout in the field for Cedar Cliff, and that means it's timeout for us as well. SMX, by the way, has immediate warehouse positions available at our Carlisle, Lewisberry, and Middlesex locations. Come apply with SMX at apply.smjobs.com. Immediate positions available on both day and night shifts. Pay starts at up to $12.75 an hour. That's apply.smjobs.com. SMX is an equal opportunity employer. Boyer & Ritter is a proud supporter of the American Lung Association. Join Boyer & Ritter at the Lung Force Walk Sunday, November 2nd. That's this coming Sunday at Metro Bank Park on City Island in Harrisburg. Registration begins at noon, and the walk will begin at 1 p.m. Go to www.lungforce.org for more information. Cedar Cliff goes back out in the field now again with the football, and you got to think you might see some conservatism here, but we thought that earlier.
I know.
And they did the little play-action play and got about 35 yards out of it.
Well, again, you run the ball, you can do whatever you want, and that's exactly what they're going to do. And I think they're getting chunks of yardage when they run the ball, so they're getting big plays.
Yeah, you got to think Demi's got to handle it. And there it is. Demi just kind of slugging forward for a couple yards, trying to get out where they can get a little room. He'll get out to about the 8-yard line.
And a key, when you have an offensive line like we talked about before, I don't know if we've highlighted an offensive line this much in a game ever. But when you see what they're doing and how they're establishing the line of scrimmage, you have to do that. I mean, they're up front doing exactly what they need to do, and they're opening up gaping holes for Demi to run the ball.
You got some big guys up there like Evan Shiley, number 78, number 72, A.J. McDermott, 73, Dylan Farrell. Here's that little easy pass. Gets it out near side to his man. And it's going to be a first down. It's Cole Whalen, by the way, on the pass. Just a little fake. And the passes today have all been relatively easy passes, except for the 2 touchdown passes that he hooked up with Noah Malone on.
Well, I've seen Grant Brenneman, do a lot more in the passing game, going deeper. So he's proven he can do that. But again, when you have the balance that they have right now, you can throw safe balls and let him just orchestrate the.
When you talk about balance, how about 7 different receivers so far tonight? So third down, call it 2. Hand off Demi. Demi slugs it over there, gets the first down, and a few yards more out near the 17-yard line. So the solution tonight has been Demi to the inside and then the passing game to the outside to Malone.
And pound the ball. And that's exactly what you're getting, is just getting that offensive line. And as a big guy, you like that. You like when your coach establishes the line of scrimmage and establishes the running game. You don't have to worry about drifting back or speed rushers. You just have a guy in front of you just moving out the way.
Brenneman in the shotgun. 2 receivers near side. Quick throw to the receiver and not there, and kind of a dangerous situation there. You saw anticipating the play was Tristan Lauk.
And I see what the coaching staff definitely want to do there. Gillen, they want to see if they can pop something quick on first down, catch Redland off guard a little bit, but they're not able to connect.
That was Harry Lauber, the intended receiver. So it'll be second down and 10. Ball spotted at the 18-yard line of Cedar Cliff. Right now, there's an old saying, when you have the ball, they don't. When you have a 21-point lead, you probably don't want to turn it over. There's only one way they can catch up, right?
That's right.
Here's Brenneman. Rolling right. Brenneman looking. Got a man deep. Downfield. It's up in the air, and I think he's got it pulled in. Or did he? No. Right at the last second, dropped it. And it was that guy, Malone, again.
Well, Malone has an opportunity to get this ball. You see the offensive line doing their thing, rolling out Brenneman. He does throw well. Now, you did see a defensive change by Redland. You see Mowry seems to be the one latched up on Malone now, and it's been a little harder to catch the ball on Mowry. I mean, Mowry's a little bigger. He's at 6 foot, 170, so he's right there size-wise with Malone a little bit.
Kyle Mowry, kind of a wily senior there, too, doing the job back there against Malone. Also a senior.
So that's probably one of those in the locker room adjustments that Redland made, and it's paying dividends.
Got another timeout on the field for Cedar Cliff. 21-0 they lead. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. It's High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Ruff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Ruff Tractor celebrates its 55th year in business, serving the total sales, rental parts, and service needs of its customers. Ruff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish, featuring the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Ruff also offers 24/7 job site support. Ruff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
HoffmanFord.com. Turning the World Wide Web into the World Wide Wow. Find the newer pre-owned Ford you want right now from your computer. Shop online 24/7, 365. And our exclusive inventory is updated daily. With hundreds of new and used vehicles, you're sure to find the one that clicks. Hoffman Ford, Harrisburg's premium Ford dealer for 60 years. Click on or come by.
3rd and 10 from the 18-yard line, and Brenneman, nobody available, forced to dive up for about 2 yards. It'll be 4th down, and Cedar Cliff's going to have to kick it out of there. Take a look. Brenneman looks. Nothing going on back there. Good defense by the Patriots. So Brenneman says, let me just live to fight another day, as he gets 2 yards. So from the 20, they'll be kicking it away now.
Steve Worley makes a very good defensive play there to stop Brenneman from going further on the play.
And Tristan McDonald has been impressive tonight as the punter. Take a look. He's kicked 2 big ones out of there. This one's high, not as long as the other ones. His long for the year, 51. And it'll be taken, good position here, as it'll be hauled in by Hunter Briner. 1st down and 10 in Cedar Cliff territory. And True Vision Realtors is the most enthusiastic and innovative real estate firm in central Pennsylvania, offering multiple programs from for sale by owner to full service. They are a locally owned, family-operated outfit, and they serve the communities here for your buying and selling needs. To cast the true vision for your housing future, call Nick or Jody Pendolino at 717-925-9095. Redland, 1st and 10. Ball at the 47-yard line. Still time in this game. 3:27 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Hand off Overton. Overton back in, and Overton running with abandon this time out near 1st down yardage to about the 38-yard line. But Overton didn't look bad that time. That little break on the side may have got him juiced back up.
Yeah, definitely it has. And as you can see for the second half, you've seen Redland continue to run the ball, and they've been able to establish the running game a little bit. So the problem is they're down 3 scores. So, they may, still, you want to get big plays in the run game, but running game continues to take clock off. We're now getting down under 3 minutes.
There they go to the passing game, but a little too quick. Looking out to the flat, intended receiver was Kyle Mowry, and just underthrown a bit from Scott. So it'll be 3rd down now. Call it 1, and again, we're in 4-down territory.
Yeah, you're definitely in 4-down territory. At this point, you got to try to get points on the board, regardless where they come from.
3rd down has not been kind to Redland so far tonight. 1 of 6 on the 3rd down attempts. I think it's going to go to number 18 here right away, and busting forward gets the 1st down, does Overton. So the march continues down near the 36-yard line. By the way, big basketball season coming up a little bit later on, too. We'll be covering Lancaster and York and Harrisburg this year on High School Sports Live TV, as you see Overton get the 1st down there. Also, don't forget, we're going to be covering the Class AAA Finals Friday, November 28th, and also Saturday, November 29th, the Class 4A Finals. And looking forward to bringing all that to you right here on High School Sports Live TV, only on ABC 27. 1st and 10 now for Redland. Overton gets it again. He's doing yeoman duty in this drive. Going to get about 2, busting over the right tackle. He's down again. Looks a little slow getting up.
Yeah, these are those hard yards, the yards that kind of maybe have some pain attached to it when you're banging in the middle with those big guys up front.
I don't know about you, but our Invicta camera crew didn't show me a whole lot of holes there that you could get through.
There was none. There was a wall there.
2nd down and 8. Scott, pitch back. Almost fumbled. Overton did a great job just to catch that one with one hand, his right hand, and pull it underneath his arm.
Yeah, and that throws the momentum off and the
look
timing
at this.
off the
Just
play.
look at his athletic play just to get the ball. He had to reach behind him, one-armed it, brings it back in, gets it under control, and then starts moving.
And as a quarterback, Scott has to look that pitch in to make sure that Overton gets it cleanly.
So it'll be 3rd down now. We'll call it 6 yards. And again, you said it a number of times, you're in 4-down territory and you're down 21-0 in the 3rd quarter. Scott looking to throw. Scott, nowhere to go. He's going to be brought down in his own backfield. He was hemmed in. That was going nowhere. And again, it's Jaden Demi in on the tackle.
Yeah, Demi makes a good play. You got to watch those celebrations now. You see all these NFL guys blowing their ACLs from celebrations. But he made a brilliant play right here on the defense.
Well, and he stayed right there and he played Scott. He was a spy on Scott the whole way, and he was never going to let Scott get to the outside, and then brought him down.
And Nate Markley did his job from his defensive end spot as well. And it brings up a 4th and 6. And again, 4-down territory. You have to go for it here.
So you're at the 42-yard line. You've got to get down to the 25. So Redland's going to call timeout as well to think it over and come up with their 25-yard play right here. Pac Financial helping local families build, manage, and protect their retirement savings. That's what they do. Do you have a game plan for retirement? Steve Marazzo is a local advisor who listens and cares. No account too small or too large. Call Steve Marazzo at 564-6400 about the free, no-obligation retirement projection. Did you know that Cleveland Brothers is much more than just earth moving and construction machine? You didn't? We're rental and standby generators. We're truck engine service. We're Sull air compressors. We're global pumps and so much more. Visit us at clevelandbrothers.com. And SMX has immediate warehouse positions available at our Carlisle, Lewisberry, and Middlesex locations. Come apply with SMX at apply.smjobs.com. Immediate positions available on both day and night shifts. Pay starts at up to $12.75 an hour. That's apply.smjobs.com. SMX is an equal opportunity employer. So 4th down and 17 yards to go, and let's see what kind of play they have. They tried a little trickery last time, didn't work too well, where they're going to pitch back to Overton on a pass play. Scott straight back. And play is going to be whistled dead.
Well, I tell you talk about a 17-yard play. I would
22
imagine
now, just a 5-yard illegal procedure penalty.
There's not many playbooks that have that in there, so you kind of got to go with what you have, and especially if you're a heavy run-oriented team. We've talked about that. You don't have a lot of big pass plays in your arsenal possibly, so it's probably a better job to just punt it away.
They're going to go to the punt now, and Overton back to do the punting. Yep. Whole drive all of a sudden is going nowhere. So Overton let it go. Nice punt from Overton. And Overton will kick it into the end zone, let go down there by Johnson. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Colts. They get back out to the 20, 30 and a half seconds to go here in the third quarter. And we're going to be talking with Charlie Fortney in just a few minutes and our Boyer and Ritter Student Athlete Spotlight before we go to our third quarter break. That's really what it's all about, is student athletes, right? We're so proud to be celebrating that here tonight.
Yeah, it definitely is. These players on the field, I mean, regardless what the score is, I mean, they get up every day and they work out. They work out in the off season so that they can bring football to this area. Spencer, Pennsylvania football is great, whether it's the Mid-Penn, the York area, Lancaster, just really good athletes at every level.
Handoff over the right side. Not going to be too much of a gain on that, if any. Might have gotten a yard. And that'll be Tyler Demme with the carry. Make 2 yards, actually. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 as the clock continues to tick down here in the third quarter. Cedar Cliff up 21-0, in no hurry right now to run another play, and they're going to end the third quarter here, I think, right now. We'll start the fourth quarter. They'll have it 2nd down and 8 yards to go. And let's go to Charlie Fortney, who's down on the sideline with our Boyer and Ritter Student Athlete Spotlight. Charlie?
Guys, we have a good one here. We have Owen Shank from Cedar Cliff. Owen, 3.9 GPA, FCA, president of the senior class, tennis, basketball, what else? Soccer. This guy is doing it all. But more importantly tonight, in this Battle of the West Shore, he's a member of the Golden Corral. Owen, talk about this rivalry and what it means to the students in this district.
It's unbelievable to be a part of the Golden Corral. It's so fun. It's a great atmosphere, and it's a rivalry. We're 2 different schools, but we're 1 district, and to see the community out here, it's awesome just to see the support that each team gets. They have an unbelievable student section. I'll give credit to the Red Sea there. We're doing what we can over there, and it's just unbelievable to see everyone come out, and it's just great support.
Well, and you do have friendships, because as we were walking over to do the interview, I mean, it's like you're being stopped by Redland students, cheerleaders. Even you commented about the punter for Redland being one of your buddies. Talk about that.
Well, I mean, beyond this rivalry, we are a district. We're all close quarters here. And I mean, I went to school with Phil. He's a great kid. He's been one of my best friends for a long time. And all these kids, I mean, we play each other. And once you get into the game, it's business. You're not friends really. But as soon as that whistle blows, you're right back to you know each other for so long. You can't act like you're not friends with them. It's really fun to play against kids and have that little chemistry after. And it's fun to get that little edge on your friends when it's.
And it should be noted, guys, the Battle of the West Shore, when Cedar Cliff and Redland boys basketball play. Owen's one of the key players for the Cedar Cliff Colts, and we're going to be seeing that this season. Thank you, guys. Back to you.
Thanks so much. And back up here, Mike Vitti with a quick play here on a catch And the ball back out near the 40-yard line would be a first down. In fact, the nose of the ball resting right on the 40. So first down and 10 for the Colts. 11:43 to go in this one, clock running. And the Colts up 21-zip.
And again, they're not in too much of a hurry right now, and you get to see Brenneman show his feet, and he gets into the secondary and make it opportunity to score.
And a lot more as Brenneman all the way down to the 32. Bad snap there. He picked it up off the turf, looked things over, and said, I can't think of a safer play right now in this 28-yard carry. Watch it again.
And remember, Gary, he's a sophomore. He's a young kid. I mean, last year he was just a freshman, and you get to see what he's able to do with his feet.
I'm not sure that wasn't set play. I mean, he caught that low, but he was looking up, and he was looking for the hole. Watch this, right there. Yep. He's taking off. He has no intention of throwing the ball.
Yeah, you see that hole open up. You might as well take it, and he shows his elusiveness. And right now, again, this Cedar Cliff offense is able to do a lot of things.
There's Demi. He's going to be tripped up in the backfield. In on the tackle that time is Steve Worley, number 7, who's played a good game here tonight defensively. So it'll be second down. Gain of 1 yard on the play. 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line of Redland. Really impressed with Cedar Cliff and just the mix of plays tonight. It's really been very well orchestrated. 2 receivers far side. Got Demi in the backfield, trying to decide where he's going to line up here. He's a sidecar. Again, low snap. Pass to the outside from Brenneman, not going to be there. Intended receiver was John McGee.
Well, I know, Gary, you talked about the playoff positioning, and for AAA, Redland at 7-2, they sit there at number 5, and Cedar Cliff at Quad A, number 6. And this is the last game of the season. Both of these teams are in the playoffs. The key is trying to get momentum and traction as you go into the playoffs. You don't want to go in playing not good football. So I think that's a big thing for both of these teams to come out of this.
Good Demi, 20 rushes for 123 yards tonight and a touchdown. Another solid evening for him. Second down. Get that 3rd down and 9. Brenneman has a man open on the outside and incomplete.
And that's Neil Bryan not able to get his hands around that ball on the outside. And it was catchable. So that's one of those he definitely would like to have that back.
Looked like it was a timing play, and he had the ball out there for him. But take a look. He turns around and doesn't quite have the hands able to bring it in.
And you say timing play, and that's exactly what it was. You want to get that sometimes you have a certain period of time that quarterback has to get his head around and throw that ball regardless. And they want to have a good cohesion between the receiver and the quarterback.
Got the spread offense here. Good place maybe to run as well. Brenneman has that Malone down there inside the zone. Malone diving for the end zone, and Malone is in. Touchdown.
Did you see the move Malone made after he caught the ball? Take 1 step back to go 2 steps forward and gets in the end zone.
Take a look at it once again. Noah Malone going in there and sitting down right there inside the defense, wide open. Malone gets it, makes a turn right there, slashes, dives to the end zone. He's in his 3rd touchdown catch of the night. And Brenneman puts it right on the money. Boy, what a strike. Look at Malone. He knows where he's going.
I mean, this kid, we're definitely, we have a treat seeing him play. And I'll tell you what, there's a good bet he's going to be playing on Saturday somewhere.
Joey Gallucci adds the extra point. It's 28-0. 10:14 to go in the game. Cedar Cliff in charge on the high school sports game of the week here on ABC 27.
Today, we have some breaking news on the West Shore. Some spraining, twisting, popping news. It appears that Mechanicsburg is getting a state-of-the-art OSS orthopedic urgent care. This is what we know so far. OSS urgent care is much faster than the emergency room. All patients will be seen by orthopedic experts. Costs are typically less. And OSS is open 7 days a week. Remember, if you have a sprain, pop, or break to report, go right to the experts. OSS Orthopedic Urgent Care. 2 great locations, York and now Mechanicsburg. Now that's some good news.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Welcome back, Cedar Cliff again with another drive. 7 plays, 80 yards, 216, and they're up 28-0. They squibbed the kick downfield. Picked up there. And quickly out near the 45-yard line. Redland will get it. By the way, Bermudian looks like they're going to go 10-0. Third quarter, Bermudian 42, Biglerville nothing. So Bermudian winning the game 9-0. Looks like they're in pretty safe position. Third quarter, Gettysburg 26, West York 21. That's a big game. And in the third quarter, in that another crosstown rival, Dallastown is up 13-9 over Red Lion. So Dallastown beating Red Lion 13-9 in that one. They're next door neighbors as well. Look at Overton for the night. 13 carries, 107 yards. He's distinguished himself this evening. Here is Overton again. Overton over the 50 into Cedar Cliff territory, and Overton continues to run hard.
He is, and I'll tell you what, that's a quiet 100 yards. I'll tell you that. I mean, that shows his production. The problem is you're down 28 points. You don't really get a chance to enjoy it.
Don't forget we're going to have our Brenner Family of Dealerships postgame show tonight. Make that a True Vision Realtors postgame show. Brenner Family of Dealerships, player of the game. And right now, if you're looking at player of the game, Mr. Malone has got to get a lot of consideration. There's a lot of guys out there could earn it tonight. Another nice pass out there. This time to Mowry. Brenneman's had a great game.
Yeah, he has.
Demi's had a great game. Overton's had a great game.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When you have a receiver that has a great game, the quarterback usually had a great game too. But Malone has been lights out, and there hasn't been really anyone on Redland's team that has been able to cover him for a long period of time.
Scott out near side is going to hook up with Kyle Campbell. Not much of a gain there. So Kyle Campbell out in the flat. Scott looks out there, gets to him. Campbell met right there and brought down immediately.
And that's a solid tackle by John McGee. Comes up, and that's how you tackle. You keep your head up, wrap the ball carrier, and you get him down right away.
Second down 11. Scott straight back. Good pass over the middle and just dropped. He had his man open there.
And that was right in the chest of Hunter Briner. He's not able to pull that in, and that's where you want the ball. You got to pull it in. He's not able to pull it in, and he gets a little roughed up at the end of that too. So you drop the ball and you get roughed up.
Yeah, it's kind of a reminder. Hunter Briner, pretty sure-handed guy, had 16 catches during the season, a couple of touchdowns.
All right. And again, both of these teams, their season doesn't end today. Both of these teams are in the playoffs. Redland AAA playoffs, and they're in a good seed. I mean, sitting there pretty in the middle at number 5. And same thing with Cedar Cliff. They're in the Quad A playoffs. So both of these teams will be playing come playoff time.
Here's Scott looking wide, throwing deep. And great catch down there. It's going to be caught all the way down near the goal line.
And go ahead, Hunter Bryant comes back after a drop ball, comes
that?
back and gets it. And that's what you want to do. You want to get that confidence back up to that kid. He goes up, gets the ball at his highest point. Being down 28-0 still makes the play.
Boy, talk about throwing it to the outside. He was covered really well by Mike Vitti, and he threw it right to the outside, showed the outside shoulder right along the sideline. Big play, and so first down and goal to go. 40-yard pickup by Redland, and they're knocking on the door right now. So Scott puts a man in motion. It's going to be Briner. Briner diving toward the goal line, brought down there by Stiles, but he's down about the 1 foot line, it looks like. Inside handoff. Look at that, right down almost on the goal line.
And you got a lot of things to build off of your Redland, so you definitely want to punch this in. You don't want to go with a blank sheet going into the playoffs.
Got to think Overton's going to get the call here. Let's see. There's Overton going to walk it on this one. Touchdown, Redland. They finally get on the board. Overton all but walks it in there, and a 1-yard plunge by Overton. So Redland is on the board at 28-6 with 7:44 to go here in the game, and good inside fake, and then just follow it to the outside and outrun the defense. And Overton in for the touchdown.
Now, I'll tell you, don't be surprised if you start to see both of these clubs begin to sub out, get some of their starters out, because you want to get them ready for the playoffs. And right now, the game is pretty much out of hand at this point, 28-6 with 7:44. The likelihood that there's going to be a comeback is pretty next to nil. Not saying that it can't happen, but you're not going to see tons of points scored usually that quickly.
So here's Chad Stout in to try the extra point for the Patriots. Briner the holder. Snap is down. Kick is blocked. And so it will remain 28-6. 7:44 to go here in the fourth quarter. Cedar Cliff leads neighbor Redland 28-6. You're watching it all here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
You already know your Giant bonus card is a great way to bag real savings on groceries. But it does so much more, like helping you pump up your fuel discount with Gas Extra Rewards. Just by using your Giant bonus card, you'll save 10 cents per gallon for every $100 you spend. So the more you buy, the more you save. Gas Extra Rewards, fueled by Giant.
Ruff Tractor and Equipment is PA's full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction along with other leading manufacturers. Ruff Tractor celebrates its 55th year in business, serving the total sales, rental parts, and service needs of its customers. Ruff Tractor paves the way for your project from start to finish, featuring the latest parts and equipment from Case Construction and more. Ruff also offers 24/7 job site support. Ruff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
They got it.
And you've got an onside kick by Redland, and they've got it. So Redland picks it up here, and another opportunity, and Redland saying, hang on, maybe we're not done just yet. Never say die in this rivalry. There it is. You're going to see the onside kick, pushing it ahead, ball with a very gracious bounce, and covered down there by Redland, and they've got it first down and 10, and a new opportunity of trying to get a score.
And that is that's exactly what you want. It's perfect. You get the big bounce. You get a couple of little bounces, and it pops up in the air, and it gives your defense a chance to get on that ball.
Don't forget, we've got our True Vision Realtors post-game show just out ahead. But a lot of football to be played here yet as Scott looking deep. And he's going to get bumped back there. You're going to get a flag. Yep. Intended receiver down there once again was Hunter Briner, who's all of a sudden become the target here. And Briner gets pushed. Take a look. He had his man one-on-one. Good pass by Scott. Scott with a good lead here. Briner coming down. And he's going to be taken out there by Harry Lauber, who just was beat.
Yeah, he was beat, but he was in good position. I think the key is you just have to get your head around. We talked about that on the other side. If you don't get your head around, that's going to be an automatic call every time.
That's the first penalty of the game for Cedar Cliff with 7:39 to go here in the ball game. Amazing.
Wow.
So Redland now has the ball all the way down to the 30-yard line, and they can score quickly. Who knows?
Keep fighting.
Not going to be a lot of running plays right now. There's Scott with a called running play there. That was a planned play as he gets inside, first down again, inside the 20-yard line. So watch this. It's a set play. He's a quarterback draw. Well, he picked his way through there well and made a lot out of nothing.
And that's the one thing he gives you is the ability to be dangerous in the run game.
So here again, Briner's been his favorite target, and he throws behind his man that time. And who was it? It was Briner again. That's who he's looking for right now, Hunter Briner.
And Briner, he's a young kid. He's a 10th grader, 6'1", 175 pounds, so he has good height, good size. So you want to get the ball up for him, get it in his hands so he can do something with it.
I showed you the one play tonight where he dropped it, thrown right in the numbers, then he comes back with a great catch on the next play. So that's what you get. You get a sophomore, and they learn, and you come right back to him and say, hey, I still trust you, buddy. Here's a kind of play with a spread where you can see the quarterback take off again. He's got 4 receivers going out. Inside handoff fake. Right up the middle to Overton, and Overton's going in again as they spread the field out, and Overton slashes through for another quick touchdown. So 7:15 to go. And Redland
we got ourselves
on the board.
A game.
Take a look at this. Just booming it right ahead. Good sustained block up front again, and we saw that guy, number 73, Weston Grantner, holding his block and letting him get through. So Redland, I think they've got to go for 2 right here.
Yeah, I think they're going to go for the kick, but I'll tell you what, it's one thing when you're up 28-6 or 28-0. It's another thing when it gets a little closer and you're 28-13 potentially. This game is starting to get a little closer. Now at 7:15, you have a lot of time.
Chad Stouts, the bot down, kick is up, kick is good. And so 7 more points on the board for Redland. They're scoring quickly, 28-13, Cedar Cliff leads on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
No matter the season, when it's time to gear up, you've got to get to Kelly's Sports. Kelly's Sports. Top quality sports equipment for the field, the rink, the court, and more. Matched with the experience and knowledge to help you get the winning edge. Plus all the latest styles from Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. And the large selection of name brand athletic footwear. Local sports team members get 10% off all purchases. Kelly's Sports. In the High Point Commons, Harrisburg. Or visit online at kellysports.com.
Well, back here at West Shore Stadium, it's gotten interesting here in the last 2 minutes. 3 plays, 45 yards, 29 seconds. Those kind of drives the kind you want right now when you're down 28-6. Now 28-13 as Redland has come back.
That was perfect. You get an onside kick, 28 seconds, and then all of a sudden you get a touchdown. You got a chance to be back in this game.
Well, here it comes again. You're going to see this ball try to go 10 yards. They want one more fortuitous bounce here, does Redland. And there it is, up in the air again.
Perfect.
And this time it's bobbled. And did they get it again? No, Cedar Cliff covered this one.
But, man, I'll tell you what, that is a solid kick. I mean, there are NFL kickers that can't do that on a regular basis. That's the second time he popped it up like that.
There's Jordan Stiles again. This guy's got it going on. Look at Jordan Stiles. He's going to get it. And then his teammate jumps on top and says, I'm going to hold you down there. No one's taking it away. So Stiles covers it finally for Cedar Cliff and restores a little order here for the Colts. So 28-13, 7:13 to go. And now if you're Redland, you've got to make another statement here with your defense. If you're Cedar Cliff, you'd like to salt this away with about 4 first downs. Brenneman hands off to Demi. Demi bangs forward. Demi out past the 40 to about the 43.
And Hodges comes up and makes a really good, solid tackle on the play for Redland. You got to come up and meet him, and he does. Get some help from some of his buddies for a short gain.
Saw some good blocking upfield there by number 78. That was Evan Shiley getting a nice hole for Demi over that left side. So it'll be second down now and 6 yards to go after a 4-yard gain. Ball at the 42. Brenneman throwing that nice little safe pass again. He gets it out to the flat. Going to have a first down as he finds that man Cole Whalen out there. Easy little pass, nothing much to it, and Whalen was wide open. How many wide open passes have we seen like that tonight?
Well, especially when you get the fullback out of the backfield. That's a play that Redland has really struggled to cover. You talk about assignment football, that's one assignment that's been blown often, and it usually results in a first down.
And Colin Gillen's got to be happy tonight because he's gotten a lot of simple little passes, but he was thinking like we were. Let's get about 4 first downs here, and this one might be done.
Yep.
So 6:31 to go here in the fourth quarter. First down again. Ball at the 48-yard line of Redland. Here's Demi. Demi near side. He's got some running room. Got a blocker sustaining out in front of him, and it's going to be maybe a hold called here. I think it's going to come back. They're going to call a hold, I think, on Sean Hastings.
Yeah, they'll get Hastings with a hold. You saw a grasp of the jersey, even though, you didn't see.
Well,
really
watch him extend the arms. I think that's what they see.
Yeah.
Now watch this. Right here, he's okay. Now he extends the arms. You see him grabbing on.
Yeah, and I think if he had the block, he didn't need to really grab. If he would have just kept his hands out, he had everything he needed.
So there it was. So it's going to be walked back on the penalty. Ball back at the, let's call it the 50-yard line. Nose of the ball, the 50-yard line will be first down and 12 now for Cedar Cliff. Brenneman steps back. Has a man downfield wide open.
Oh, wow.
Wide open. And he's going to take it in here. It's going to be Mike Vitti. Man, he had Vitti wide open. Somebody missed an assignment, and he just rolled out, and Vitti wide open, and that looks like the one that could put it away.
And the assignment initially was the quarterback. No one accounted for the quarterback, so the corner came up for run support, and he just dumped it right behind him.
That's just a pitch and catch right there, and no one home. And Vitti takes off to the end zone with the touchdown. How about that? 50-yard touchdown pass.
You saw the defender leave his man wide open to come up and run support, and that was a bad, wasn't a good idea.
So we'll take a break. It is 35-13. Cedar Cliff leads with 6:03 to go in the game, and you're watching it here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
HoffmanFord.com. Turning the World Wide Web into the World Wide Wow. Find the newer pre-owned Ford you want right now from your computer. Shop online 24/7, 365. And our exclusive inventory is updated daily. With hundreds of new and used vehicles, you're sure to find the one that clicks. Hoffman Ford, Harrisburg's premium Ford dealer for 60 years. Click on or come by.
You already know your Giant bonus card is a great way to bag real savings on groceries. But it does so much more, like helping you pump up your fuel discount with Gas Extra Rewards. Just by using your Giant bonus card, you'll save 10 cents per gallon for every $100 you spend. So the more you buy, the more you save. Gas Extra Rewards, fueled by Giant.
Cedar Cliff scores again. They weren't thinking just about first downs. They thought about touchdowns
Right.
on the 62 yards at minute 12, 4 plays, and the 50-yard pass to Vitti after the penalty. Puts it up 35-13 with 6:03 to go. Redland's going to have the ball, but this one pretty much in the tank now. And Redland made it a game there, that quick flurry, but again, you can't have a missed assignment like that.
Yeah, you definitely can't have a missed assignment. And again, the one thing, though, that Redland can do is they can build off of some of the momentum that they were able to generate.
Oh, yeah.
That can help them going into the playoffs, because that's what you want to do. You know, you drop this game, but you're still sitting in a good spot in the playoffs. Now, you know, you got to see what happens with some of the other teams that are below you and above you in the playoff hunt, but they're in. So it's just a matter of who they're going to play, and now it's about getting tuned up for that beginning.
Well, and there's Overton again, who's been really good tonight over the left side. Right now, if you just went on tonight, it looks like it would be Redland against East Pennsboro. East Pennsboro will be the 12th team, but again, they're 7-2 as well going into tonight. We'll have to wait and see what happens there. We had some scores for East Pennsboro a little bit earlier. We're going to try to get an update on that if we can. So 2nd down and 8. Overton with 2-yard gain in the first one. Scott looking right, being chased out of the pocket. And Scott just throws it out of bounds. Good pursuit that time by Nate Markley, wearing number 86. So 3rd down coming up here. Penn National Insurance and Servco Insurance Services are teaming up to help drivers feel secure. Drivers who text while driving are putting themselves and others in dangerous path. Don't text and drive. To feel more secure, read our driver safety tips by going to www.pennnationalinsurance.com. Driver safety comes first. 3rd down, 8 yards to go now for Redland. Scott looking deep. And going to overthrow his man. He had isolation down the right side, but could not hook up. And again, he was looking for that guy, Briner, who's been instrumental here in the last 3 minutes.
And that'll bring up a 4th down for Redland. So we'll see. It looks like they're going to keep their offense on the field and try to still get at least the 1st down, if not try to get it a little bit more.
Well, you say it's the last game of the season. What's the difference? Let's see. Scott has everybody out. Overton goes out and Mosey got 5 receivers essentially out there. Scott is going to run forward, trying to find some daylight, not going to do it. And Cedar Cliff's going to get the ball back here with 5:19 to go in the game. Leading 35-13. Take a look. Everybody shut down out there. Just great defense by Cedar Cliff. Give credit in that defensive secondary.
And good decision by Scott to not try to force anything. You know, you give up, you know, some yardage and you don't try to force anything. And now, you know, hopefully your defense can keep Cedar Cliff out of the end zone again to end the game.
We mentioned about Redland would go up against East Pennsboro. They're winning right now over Northern 50-14 as Demi slashes forward again. So as it would stand right now, they play East Pennsboro. But again, that may change a little bit tonight depending on who wins and who loses. Shuffling goes on. But 50-14 right now, East Pennsboro over Northern, that game in the 4th quarter. Thanks again to Travis Sparks, our super statistician.
Oh, he is super, that's for sure.
He's on top of it all the time.
He is on top of it. Stat guy.
Call him Radar O'Reilly Sparks.
I like that.
2nd down and 5 now for the Colts. Demi again. Demi over the left side. Demi around the side. Going to have 1st down and more. He's going to waltz in for a touchdown. Another touchdown for Jaden Demi as he races in for the 22-yard line. And now it's Cedar Cliff just kind of making the statement. Look at Demi.
Look at the big guy out front. Big guys. I like big guys. Garrett Villa are out front leading the way. He's a two-way starter on the defensive line and showing his mobility in that offensive line as well. Getting Demi to the end and into the end zone.
The guy weighing 262 looked like he was moving along there pretty well. Bellucci in. Kick is up. Kick is good. 42-13, 4:33 to go in this one. Cedar Cliff handily in front on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Advanced Hoops Spring AAU season was historical as teams at every level won championship after championship. Team PA boys and girls won at the national level, beating some of the best teams in the country.
This fall, on November 1st, players from all over the region will be trying out for our 2015 spring teams. Register for tryouts now at advancedhoops.com.
Chrysler, Jeep, Nissan, Pre-Owned. The Brenner family of dealerships is proud to support High School Sports Live. And we've been serving Central PA for over 93 years. We have everything that you're looking for. Great customer service, great pricing and selection, an excellent service department for the life of your vehicle. All at the Brenner family of dealerships on the Carlisle Pike in Mechanicsburg and on Paxton Street, Harrisburg. 24/7 at BrennerFamily.com. Serving Central PA for over 93 years.
And West York up on Gettysburg, 29-26 now in the fourth quarter. That's a big game. Both teams 8-1 going to that one. And how about this one? Central Dauphin and Central Dauphin East, 14-14 in the fourth quarter in that huge rivalry. So lots of good games going on tonight. Jerome Presley, and quickly, here comes Redland back on the kickoff all the way out to about the 34-yard line. 1st and 10. 42-13. Man, you got to be impressed tonight with this Cedar Cliff team.
Yeah, you definitely have to be impressed, but I definitely want to go back to some of these scores, man. This is just amazing to see pageantry in this area for high school football.
It's kind of like rivalry weekend here, so to speak.
It is.
And, of course, Bishop McDevitt coming up tomorrow with Lower Dauphin. That pretty much to decide the Keystone Division here. Although Cedar Cliff sitting there saying, wow.
Yeah.
Could have gotten that one win.
One win. And I'll tell you what, they're looking real good today. They're looking strong going into the playoffs. They got the offense and defensive line playing sound football. You got Demi. He's looking strong right now. And Brenneman is showing that he's definitely matured as a quarterback, and he's ready to roll.
Scott quickly to the outside, has his man open. And he finds Mowry over there. Pick up about 8 yards and a quick strike. Steps out of bounds, saves some clock. So if you're Redland right now, even though you're down 42-13, you're still thinking about, okay, let's work on our stuff we're going to need for the playoffs because this isn't the last game.
Absolutely. I would work on my stuff. And truthfully, I wouldn't necessarily work fully on passing the ball right now. I try to run the ball, get blocking assignments down, maybe get some of these younger guys into the game as well. You want to have depth as well. So, you still want to pull something from this game, especially because you're playing next week.
Rolling near side is Scott. Scott is going to eat it. Being tracked down there nicely.
And that was Markley on the play, who's had quietly a very good game, and it was probably a good idea to pull that down. He took a shot, though, but he pulled it down. And
Nate Markley, the defensive end, just doing what you're supposed to do, keep that quarterback hemmed in there and not let him go anywhere. That's a third sack of the night now for Cedar Cliff. So 3rd down and 7 for Redland. Ball at the 37-yard line. Scott has his man over there. Good catch.
And it was short of probably about 2 yards.
Catch is made by Chris Bigger. So it'll be 4th down. And you got about a long yard here, maybe closer to 2. See if Scott keeps it on this one. Scott has it. And he's hemmed in again, and he has got nowhere to go, and he's going to try to find somewhere. He throws the ball open. He's got Bigger again and catches Bigger down there. What a great name for your tight end, Bigger. Right?
I like that. And you saw some of that elusiveness by Scott, able to pull a Houdini act here, and he's dipping and dodging, and all of a sudden he's able to dump the ball up and give his receiver a chance, complete a pass.
So Bigger open, comes back to get the ball. 1st down and 10. Ball at the 42-yard line of Cedar Cliff. Good heady play there Scott didn't rush to that. He said, okay, I'm going to get this ball. I'm going to take my time. And Scott looking like he's down on the field there just for a moment. Looked like he was going to grab a knee.
Yeah, that would have been scary. You don't want to see your starting quarterback grabbing anything with 2:39 left and you're down, 42-13.
They've taken Overton out of the game already, and they've got back there Justin Johnson now as their lone running back. 2nd down and 10. Scott's got his man out in the flat. Kyle Campbell gets forward for a few yards.
And McGee knocks Campbell out of bounds for a short gain.
Let's call it 3. It'll be 3rd down and 7 to go. Ball being marked inside the 40-yard line. Scott, Johnson back there with him. 3 receivers out on the far side, 1 near side. Straight back. Still in the pocket, looking, nothing available. And he's going to be brought down once again, and once again, it's a number we've called a lot here recently. Cole Whalen, number 32, in on the tackle, so it'll be 4th down. Redland doubtless will go for it.
And that's another sack. And I'll tell you what, man, you got to be careful with your quarterback. I mean, you're going to need him in the playoffs, and he's taking a little beating right now. This last couple of drives, he's really got driven into the ground pretty good.
4th sack now by Cedar Cliff in this one, so 4th down, 14. Scott rolling left, looking for an open man. He's going to decide to run with it, steps out of bounds, and the ball goes back over one more time to Cedar Cliff with 1:38 to go in this one. Still out ahead. Our True Vision Realtors post-game show, but right now it's time for a Capital Region Insurance Agency hit parade. Let's take a look at some of the hits we saw here on Halloween night.
And they're always in that one with just a hole filler by the defensive linebackers coming up. And you see guys, see, that's the one I like, where the quarterback doesn't see it coming and he gets drilled. But you see some of the clean hits, and we don't show any hits. I always say that. We don't show any hits that's illegal in any way. You just see clean
if you're a running back, you better have a few tricks up your sleeve because you're going to get some treats like this.
A lot of treats. Trick or treat on Halloween.
There it is. And Demi had a couple of those tonight. Our Capital Region Insurance Agency hit parade. Here's your handoff to Demi. What a night he's had. Demi scoots around the outside. Nice tackle back there in the backfield as he's going to be brought down. And it's time now for our Pac Financial play of the game. And this was the first touchdown. This really set the tone tonight on the pass from Brenneman to Malone. And Malone, watch him just look the ball into his hands. He's got this thing the whole way. Look at it.
And that's just tracking the ball as a receiver. You know where it's going. The defender doesn't. And you see he had an amazing game today, getting in the end zone, 3 times?
Yeah, he added 2 more touchdowns to that one. One that looked exactly like that one did, and another one where he got in the middle and made a great move to get to the end zone.
And that alone would have been, that's play of the game worthy as well.
Which may give you an idea just roughly who our Brenner family of dealerships player of the game just might be.
Yep, absolutely. It could have been a couple of different people.
Got a timeout on the field with Cedar Cliff. And a delay of the game, rather. Excuse me, not a timeout, but a delay of the game. Forgive me, there's a Redland band. Maybe not as happily playing tonight as normally, but they're outstanding band here.
Right.
There's a handoff again. New number into the game for Cedar Cliff. And that'll be Patrick Duggan.
They get Duggan a couple of carries right now.
5'11" sophomore in there wearing number 23, 160 pounds.
And he gets on the stat sheet.
Like getting it against a cross-town rival. Now the clock continuing to trickle down.
Especially when you're up 42-13. That's even better.
So Cedar Cliff made a statement here. That's a scary dude right there for the Patriots, huh? Now down to 20 seconds. Got to think this might be the last play of the game. Handoff. This time we're Duggan again. Duggan's going to be taken down. So a celebration of football here tonight on Halloween night. And tricks were all up the sleeves of the Colts, and the treats, well, they were wearing white here tonight as they win it 42-13. Both teams headed to the district playoffs. We'll take a break. We'll come right back and bring you our True Vision Realtors post-game show and our player of the game from the Brenner family of dealerships. All here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
There's a place where kids really connect to learning. Commonwealth Connections Academy. It's a tuition-free, fully accredited online public school where students find devoted, enthusiastic teachers like never before. Commonwealth Connections Academy, the online public school.
Hi, sweetheart. Hey, you two. It's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
No matter the season, when it's time to gear up, you've got to get to Kelly's Sports. Kelly's Sports. Top quality sports equipment for the field, the rink, the court, and more. Matched with the experience and knowledge to help you get the winning edge. Plus all the latest styles from Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. And the large selection of name brand athletic footwear. Local sports team members get 10% off all purchases. Kelly's Sports. In the High Point Commons, Harrisburg. Or visit online at kellysports.com.
HoffmanFord.com. Turning the World Wide Web into the World Wide Wow. Find the newer pre-owned Ford you want right now from your computer. Shop online 24/7, 365. And our exclusive inventory is updated daily. With hundreds of new and used vehicles, you're sure to find the one that clicks. Hoffman Ford, Harrisburg's premium Ford dealer for 60 years. Click on or come by.
You already know your Giant bonus card is a great way to bag real savings on groceries. But it does so much more, like helping you pump up your fuel discount with Gas Extra Rewards. Just by using your Giant bonus card, you'll save 10 cents per gallon for every $100 you spend. So the more you buy, the more you save. Gas Extra Rewards, fueled by Giant.
Advanced Hoops Spring AAU season was historical, as teams at every level won championship after championship. Team PA boys and girls won at the national level, beating some of the best teams in the country.
This fall, on November 1st, players from all over the region will be trying out for our 2015 spring teams. Register for tryouts now at advancedhoops.com.
Welcome back to our True Vision Realtors post-game show here on High School Sports Live TV. On ABC 27, 42-13 tonight, and got interesting there at the end for a few moments. There you see Cedar Cliff, they're ready to go to the playoffs. In a little happier mood right now than maybe Redland, but there were a lot of good highlights tonight here, and it all started with this guy, Noah Malone, and the great pass from Brenneman to the end zone. Malone looking it into his hands the whole way. That was the opening touchdown pass. You see it again from a different angle here as he watches it in. But you're going to see another one coming up here in a moment that looks a lot like that play, but it wasn't.
It was like the same play.
Same
identical,
call.
Same call.
And he throws it again here. Just, again, watch the eyes. So important for that receiver to look the ball into his hands. And then the handoff. Jaden Demi. One of 2 touchdowns tonight that he took in, and he ran it hard all evening long.
He did.
And then here's Demi again. Another look from the backside. Powerful runner. And really that great burst all the time. As you said, north-south type of runner. Doesn't fool around with it. Brenneman once again. Who's he find over the middle? Malone. Watch the move here to dive to the end zone. And Malone in for his 3rd touchdown catch. Look at it from another angle. Malone just finding the hole, sits down in there, catches it, and then makes the turn, heads for pay dirt. 3rd catch of the night for a touchdown. But then Phil Overton got the touchdown for Redland to put him on the board, and all of a sudden it got a little interesting here on the onside kick. Malone taking that, or Overton rather, taking that one in. Here's Overton with a burst up the middle. He had a fantastic evening as well, and Overton made it a question mark for just a moment, 28-13.
But they definitely wanted to get him going, and it just seemed like it was too little, too late.
Cedar Cliff got it back, and they found Mike Vitti down there, who was wide open on a missed assignment. Vitti takes it all the way to the house. That put him back up 35-13, restored some order there for the Colts, and pretty much started to salt it away there. And then finally, one more time, Mr. Demi takes it from 22 yards out and just walks it into the end zone. His 2nd touchdown of the night. 42-13, Cedar Cliff wins. And who is our Brenner Family of Dealerships player of the game. Let's go down to Charlie Fortney on the sidelines and find out.
Well, guys, I'm here with Noah Malone. I mean, you could have gave several guys the player of the game, and I think Noah will probably talk about his teammates here in a second. But Noah Malone, 110 yards, 7 receptions, 3 touchdowns, and I even saw you running around on defense here, Noah. Talk about the performance coming in on such a big game for you, not only the Battle of the West Shore, but this is also for positioning yourselves in playoffs. Just talk about the night and what it meant to you.
Well, to start off the week, we had a great week of practice, and tonight it was just phenomenal. I owe it all to the offensive line and Grant. They were giving him plenty of time, and he was throwing dimes.
Talk about Grant. He's a sophomore. He just seems to be, in Jerome Presley's words, just maturing more and more. And as a receiver, to have a quarterback that's putting the ball on the spot. Just talk about what that means to the team as well.
Oh, it's great. It makes my job a lot easier. And Grant, you would never look at him and say that kid's a sophomore. He's a leader on and off the field, and he's very mature and understands the game of football very well.
Well, and to give yourself a lot of credit, you made some tremendous catches tonight with hands in your face and whatnot. But let's talk about this Battle of the West Shore, Redland versus Cedar Cliff. This is a dynamic that happens in other sports. The wrestling matches, the basketball games, the boys, girls, whether the teams could be 0-9 coming in tonight, and it's going to be crazy. Talk about what that support from the Golden Corral means.
Oh, the Golden Corral it's huge to have a ton of people, not just the Golden Corral, but the entire community out here supporting us in a great atmosphere like this.
Looking forward to playoffs. What's 1 or 2 things you guys need to be thinking going into the playoff atmosphere coming up in the next week?
We just got to focus every day at practice and go in one game at a time. We can't be looking forward to the next week. We just got to focus on that one.
Guys, the confidence is high here with Cedar Cliff. Back to you guys.
A lot of players indeed tonight could have won that player of the game. You see the District 3 AAA and 4A championship games coming up on the 20th and 29th. We'll be right there with High School Sports Live TV and ABC 27.2 RTV. But some numbers tonight, final numbers. Philip Overton, 18 rushes for 137 yards tonight, 2 touchdowns. Had a great evening normally, but tonight in a loss. Scott with 190 yards. Garrett Scott tonight, total yards. Pretty good night for him as well, although you have to give credit to that secondary for Cedar Cliff really shutting down a lot of the passing game. Cedar Cliff defense forced 2 turnovers, had 4 sacks tonight. Demi, 25 rushes for 164 yards, 2 touchdowns tonight for him. Brenneman, 15 out of 22 for 245 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 446 total yards. And, of course, Malone, our player of the game, 7 receptions for 110 yards and 3 touchdowns. Cedar Cliff makes a statement tonight. Final thoughts there, Jerome.
I just think that Cedar Cliff just showed, they're firing on all cylinders. They passed the ball well. They ran the ball well. You didn't really see them have any pressure against them. They just seemed like they played good football. They really tuned up for the playoffs, and they're ready to make a run. So I think again, we talk about that offensive line, and when you have an offensive line, you can go far. When you can control and establish the line of scrimmage. So I think that's where they're going to have a strength going into the playoffs.
And I think Redland, of course, that running game that they've got and, getting some more sustained drives together. You had a couple quick touchdowns there at the end from Cedar Cliff. They're an outstanding team, too. Could make some noise in the playoffs, and we'll look forward to watching their progress. I'd like to thank Chad Edwards tonight, our producer, and all the great guys out there. Gave you the pictures tonight from Invicta LLC. They did a wonderful job. Thanks to Travis Sparks for the fabulous job he did on stats tonight, as always. Thanks to Mr. Presley here to my side. Jerome, great job working with you tonight.
Sir.
And it's been a wonderful evening here. The Battle of the West Shore tonight. This year it goes to Cedar Cliff, 42-13. Have a great evening, everyone, and happy Halloween. We'll see you next time on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27 in the district playoffs. Have a great night.